Hello.
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 Welcome to
Now, back
Tidefall.
to your regularly scheduled programming.
Finally, after a month, as was predicted.
But it's a month now, which is a lot closer than the last two sessions.
It's true. It's true.
I have an echo going on. Exited host mode. Exited host mode.
Yep. Because we had been hosting Allison and Noof, but now we're just hosting ourselves.
Yeah.
That sound effect is like exceptionally loud in my headset, so I don't know about everyone else.
I didn't,
I didn't
get a sound effect.
You guys can't hear the cars like rolling across the thing?
It's not that loud in my headphones, though.
Wow.
Like the horses?
Yeah, like the horse-drawn carriage is like rumbling through my skull
Well,
right now.
Well, turn it down.
Yeah, mine's at like 3/4, so it should be okay for the stream. Obviously, guys, tell me if it's not, but
It was
okay.
louder than before.
Yeah, mine's
but-
at half volume. Sorry.
So anyways, we're gonna kill some fish lady person.
We're going to
Alright.
see a priestess about a fish.
About the fish lady.
Okay, so who wants to recap last session? / maybe the whole campaign?
I literally just did. There's this evil fish lady that was trying to sacrifice her own child.
True.
no.
Someone else go ahead.
I mean, I cannot confirm or deny, but...
But I'm totally not confirming that. She had a really suspicious wagon. I remember this.
Yeah, I mean, you did almost shoot it. I'm exempt from this nose game, just so everyone knows.
I mean, I can go ahead and do the spark notes.
Okay.
So overall session, left to right, we have Lindsay the GM, we have Ryan playing Cole the wizard, Kyra is our paladin, played by Steph. We've got Robert playing Bellin, who is currently a rogue but will be multi-classing into fighter eventually, and is not a ranger.
Is not a ranger. Just because he's an elf with a bow doesn't make him a ranger.
Shh, just keep telling yourself that. Alex, I am playing Bammy, the Dragonborn Barbarian. And then we have Champs playing Lunellis, who is the Moon Elf Engineer, which is a homebrew class. So, TLDR, we all came together because we needed money. Most of us did a job together, that being the 4 of us minus Kyra. Then we were hanging out and Bammy and Kyra had known each other because being around the same area. Dude came in, said...
Hold on.
Yep.
Not you. No,
Yeah.
you keep going.
Yeah.
Someone's yelling at me.
Dude came running into the tavern, said, help, help, goblins took my daughter. So we went, tracked them down, found these water goblins, which were actually kappas. We beat them up, they nearly wrecked us. We got the daughter back, we pissed off one ghost, got another ghost to be friends, returned the daughter, found out that there's some fishy things going on, but only Bellin is overly suspicious of the fish mom, and she suggested we go talk to a cleric lady on the other side of town. And that's about it.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Bye!
Oh,
Okay, bye. Oh, did I pick a fighting style?
We all won.
I have cunning action, and I'm so happy.
Sorry about the accidental refresh.
we're back.
Accidental.
I
I
mean,
thought I purposely hit refresh. But okay, so yeah, that sounds about right. We left off last session. You guys had just woken up, had breakfast with this family, the blacksmith, his fisher wife, and their 2 kids. They gave you their most prized possession as payment for saving their daughter, and their undying thanks, and some lunches.
Their most prized possession, because clearly it wasn't either one of their children.
Well, they're not gonna give us a slave, that's probably illegal.
Whoa.
Thanks for saving my daughter. Here's my son.
I mean, first off, let's clear some things up. No one said slave, okay? I mean, like,
I feel like when you call a person property, you're implying slavery, and since
I
slavery
never
is the
said
most valued
property. I never
possession,
said property.
The implication
Possession?
was much more towards slavery than squiredom.
Children are our most
do you
valued
possess your child?
Yeah, and if they toe out of line, I gotta make sure that they stay
I
straight.
put them back in the drawer where they belong.
That's right. Right next to the locket that we were given. And secondly, Bellin is clearly great with kids. As shown by one, how he deals with Qual, and two, how he handled the other small child that he has met recently.
Isn't Cole like 19?
Cole is a child.
He's a precious cinnamon roll, is what he
He is
is.
a precious
He is a homeschool 19.
So like 16.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bammy's the 16-year-old.
Could we please not forget, Bellin is the oldest one here.
Oh, we're not forgetting. But okay, so you guys got this pendant, which Kyra was able to identify. I think Cole as well. Both of you knew that it was, the symbolism was of the lesser goddess Orizana, who's a goddess of mercy. You don't know otherwise the significance of it. And then you got some lunches and you were sent on your way with the fisherwoman wife's gratitude to go to talk to Lady Sorcha for her, to tell her about the happenings. And so that's where we will begin. The front door just closed behind you.
Okay, so, Loon.
Bell.
Loon.
Bell?
Loon.
Yes. Bell.
Okay. Loon. I was thinking that we are heading to this temple, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that Ryan is removing himself from eavesdropping on our conversations.
Yes.
So, the temple's on the other side of town, though, right? I mean,
believe so.
on the good side of town?
If I recall...
Now, that's the side of town where things are happening, and you were saying that you wanted to look around maybe a little bit for some revenue?
Did I say that?
I mean, we talked about it a little bit.
What kind of what kind of revenue was I referencing?
The easily acquired and preferably not
Oh yes,
down very well.
Of course, I'm always looking for that kind of revenue. Yes. Did you have any ideas?
I'm just saying we might keep our eyes open because when we came through here earlier, and we kind of made haste because it seemed a little snooty over there, but it did seem a little snooty over there. And snooty is always a good indication of, poorly tended to items of interest.
I am inclined to agree. Let's see. I don't have anything incredibly useful in my pack at the moment, but as we search for,
I have this really nice pendant that is worth at least one child.
Perfect. Let's go find a child to exchange it for.
So
and
are
then
you
we
guys
can carry my
standing on
heavy
the
bags.
porch, or
No, we started walking.
I assume we're walking and talking.
walking and talking? Okay.
Yep. I also assume Bellin isn't the one holding on to the pendant, or did we establish that last
You
time?
guys gave it to Bellin.
Guys, it's in my
Okay.
inventory, and I have the handout.
It's true.
Bellin has it.
Okay.
Also, Cole, did you identify everything that you wanted to identify in the time you had? Because I feel like there's some things you don't have information about.
I do recall wanting to ask Cole at some point in time about the boat carving with the waves, and I feel like I was told that there's nothing magical about it, that it's just a piece of, art. But I
It's
don't...
real pretty.
Yep, that's true.
Okay, and then I did give Cole both scrolls. Either while I was playing him, he picked them up, or Bellin just gave them to him directly. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I haven't seen those yet.
Yes, and you have not yet identified those because you didn't have time to. You identified both potions, but not the scrolls yet. Also the boat.
Okay. And there wasn't there something else? Was there the tools or a heavy, like a weapon or a shovel?
I have
or-
embalming tools.
We've got some tools.
And that was it. That's all we found, right?
Ancient Sakesh silver coins.
Sacred,
We had a,
yes.
we had a,
Sacred.
we had a, we
And
had
the
a
adjective is
staff,
Rishkin.
right? We had a staff, right?
I
You
do not.
did at one point. Who knows what happened to it?
I
There was a
believe it would have
short
given it
time
to
period.
Cole.
Yes, there was a short time period where Cole went off by himself before you guys left the beach. And
Oh.
if anyone wanted to overhear what he did, then that's cool. Otherwise, he did it privately.
I don't
Yeah.
think. I mean, I'm just,
I assumed he went to
honest.
relieve himself, so...
I mean, I just assume he went to like go be badass somewhere else. I don't really ask questions of Cole anymore.
I go where I want.
Cole single-handedly took on a goblin, or not a goblin, not a kobold. It was a
Kappa?
Kappa?
Kappa army.
Yeah, he saw the Kappas leaving and was like, I got this, guys.
Ain't nobody gonna step up on me.
Hold on, there's just a mountain that I have to go headshot.
Anyway.
Okay, so you guys... As you guys are...
You're all
What?
crackly stuff.
A lot of crackles from you.
I don't.
Maybe a refresh real quick?
Snap, crackle.
Okay, so presumably you guys are all chatting while you're walking northward-ish through dockside of Escher, trying to get to the river mouth so that you can hopefully get to portside.
Yes.
Yep.
Are you looking for anything particular on the way? Just chatting and making your way there?
Does anything look, promising as far as, Belen's and I special interest?
Roll perception check. Both of you, if you're both looking.
I'm keeping an eye out.
Oh! But there's so much food
Ooh,
here!
that was so close.
That would have
Yeah,
been
Loon,
beautiful.
you're like inspecting the lunch you got, and you're like, oh yeah, free food, homemade,
I
this
like
is great.
Yeah, that's what I'm stealing off of vendors, is like, the free samples from Costco, and I'm thinking I'm being sneaky, but I'm not.
No, it's like, cool, bye.
Yeah.
Whereas Belen, you've been keeping an eye out for some additional payment, seeing as how you were hoping to get some actual payment from this blacksmith, but unfortunately he was poor as you are. So, as you guys are walking and talking, you see a whole bunch of work people around with their carts going to and from work, carrying loads from docks and such. You pass several just oddly placed merchant carts selling, food, as Loon has realized. Some just everyday needs of work people, like spare nails, etc. But you also catch, in your peripheral vision, as you're passing an alleyway, you do actually see a general goods store down the way that seems like the door is open a little bit. And the light's not on. In the middle of the day.
In the middle of the day, huh? Might just pop off real quick and go take a look.
Alright. Are you doing it stealthily or normal?
I am.
Are you telling Lunellis, or are you going by yourself?
I'm just gonna. Oh, jeez.
I think Lunellis
Everyone
Telling
knows.
knows.
everybody,
I think
apparently.
Lunellis knows.
You just get all those out of the way. I mean,
Alright, so
Technically,
Yes, Dylan, I forgot to tell you.
it's not a failure, technically. Just really low.
yes. So it's also lower than everyone's passive perception. So while you guys are walking and talking, and Belle and Loon are having this conversation, it slowly kind of dies off, and you see Belle does like double take down this alleyway and kind of like keeps walking, but like his head still going back. And then he like takes a few steps back and
Are you-
kind of looks and starts walking away. And you all notice this. Whether
Dylan,
you-
where are you going?
Take a leak.
just outside in the middle of the day.
You have a bathroom in that bonnet of yours?
Belen's used to living in
That's
the
not word.
wilderness.
I'm sure you could pop into the tavern and they'd have something. Really, King?
Hi, King!
Yes.
Oh, he's so happy.
Stole it. No. Don't
His
steal it
perception
back.
is also high.
Here's another one. Yeah, that was me. That was Belen sneaking off, by the way. That's a natural one on the stealth roll. I don't want to wait to the tavern, and if you couldn't smell, I'm sure this is perfectly normal around here.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It happens everywhere.
Bammy.
Well, Belen, just go. We'll wait for you.
Okay, I'm gonna head off
All right.
Don't get lost.
and sneak very well.
We're all just watching you go into this alley.
I'm gonna just walk off into this alleyway.
Don't stare at him. Give him just a modicum of privacy.
We're not looking into the alley, we're just watching him go.
Okay, so Belen, as you're approaching this store, it seems
Nonchalant,
like, yeah, just like as a person walking down the alley, whatever.
looking for a place to pee. As
There,
one.
and you do see some people like crossing the alleyway, like just one or two in different streets down the way, not necessarily near you. As you get close to the general goods store, it looks like it used to have some sort of name, like painted on top of like over the window, because there's this big old bay window next to the door, but it is long since like faded away because of weather and was never really fixed. So you have no idea what name of this place is. But you know the look of a general store. And yes, you were right. The door is ajar, and the only light inside is the light coming in from the late morning light in through the window.
And it doesn't look like anyone's there. I can't hear anyone inside.
Oh, give me a perception check, sir.
I will give a perception check. If it's a 1, I swear. Hey!
I swear.
All right. As you approach, like a normal average Joe, you do keep your ears out and eyes out, and though you don't see any movement inside, you do hear some really clumsy, like sort of quiet, like jangling of things, like moving stuff around, and some quiet, like cursing and just like hating life kind of noises.
Ah, my people. So it sounds like someone's inside, right?
Yeah, but you only hear the sounds of like one person just slowly moving around, not really moving far around, just slowly like rearranging stuff kind of sounds, like scraping on desks, that sort of stuff.
I'd like to slip inside as quietly as possible.
Alright. Now that you're changing locations, would you like to try stealth again, sir?
I would.
Alright. Now, let's see here. I don't have any sounds for this place, but let's go. So as you go in, you see this kind of dilapidated general store with no real light in it. It's just a bunch of stuff, and like it's made of like wood that's all worn out, never really painted over well. Curtains and fabric things that are hanging down are all tattered. You are on the screen, right? I did that right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, good.
I don't know if anyone else is, but I am.
No, I just dragged you.
I don't see it,
else is-
so the stream doesn't see it right now, just for the
Yeah.
record.
Oh. I wonder if I should drag Alex over.
I
I'm
mean,
doing
if it's
it.
just the thing, yeah, just the splash page.
Yeah. It's just a splash. No, I'm not overly worried. Okay. And I need to roll. Please roll. Oh, I need to do a GM roll. Ah!
If it beats a 23, we're screwed.
Oh, come on.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, there's several.
Okay, so you go in, and the noises get a little bit louder, and you can hear from behind the counter, but you don't see anyone. You hear those noises again, and you just hear this guy kind of like grumbling about the day, basically, like, opening at fucking 8 in the morning. Knows I was out drinking last night. Just, bemoaning his hungover state, basically, and having to open the store.
And I can't see anyone?
Nah, they must be hunched, crouched behind the counter, just rearranging stuff behind the counter.
I'd like to give a cursory glance of, like, all the shelves and the counter, like, if there's any, like, distinct display cases, locked cabinets, that sort of stuff.
On the counter, like the main counter where people would, like, pay, there's this big old glass case that's locked, full of somewhat nicer things, like picture frames with nice embellishments, just odds and ends kind of stuff. Like really fancy key fobs. That kind of stuff. What are those called? Stuff
Key
for
rings?
your
Like
key
a
rings?
chain, like the
Yeah.
watch hangs off of?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean,
Some-
key fob was fine. I'm just envisioning
It
like
beeps your car. That's a key
like
fob.
I'm just envisioning like a store that has all the keychains with the names, and it's just like but like medieval for whatever reason.
It's decorative. It's nice.
Belan, Belon, Balloon? Really? Really? No Bellin? Come on.
Every time.
Oh, of course there's a Loon Ellis. There's 300 Ellises. There's never a Bellin.
You know that feel, bro. Always Lindsay, never Lindsay. But so you're looking around, you see stuff like soap, bags of sugar, some, ashtrays, and in the locked case is really where the really valuable stuff is. Stuff made with silver, etc.
Do I see or do I see like a till?
No, you do not.
Do I feel confident I could like get do I have to pass the person to get to like the lock on the glass display case that he's standing right next to? But
well, they're behind the counter. You're on, the front side of the counter. They're somewhere back there, and the lock would be on the back side of the glass case.
Can I get around the back of the counter?
You can, but that's where the person is.
I'd like to pull my hood up. And then... Oh, no, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do it.
You don't know where you are.
I know.
He's within shouting distance.
I am within... well, maybe. I'm within peeing distance. How long have I been gone? Has it,
like 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds? Okay, alright.
We're not counting.
No, I know. But if it goes into the realm of like 5 minutes, it might just be like, Bam and Nick are going, it doesn't take me this long to find a spot.
That's true.
It's a real shy bladder.
You know what? I'm going to quietly pull out an arrow and knock it. And I'm going to pull my hood up to try and like obscure my face some. And I'm going to draw the bow back and I'm going to kind of like whisper like, alright, stand up quietly.
You're sticking them up?
I don't know.
This is a lot of gumption.
With an arrow, like of all things, like
It's all
not like a blade, but like
It's all Bellin
come
does.
up.
It's what Bellin does. I've never done this before in a D&D game, so I'm exploring, okay? Give me though there are so many rolls.
Alright, so after you say this, after you whisper this, the movement kind of stops,
And a troll stands up.
and then he goes,
It's a small child.
"What? Someone there?"
Oh no.
Is it the same voice that I've been hearing?
Yeah. Same voice behind, but louder now, not grumbling from behind the counter.
Yeah. You there. Stand up.
This hand comes out from behind the counter, which is jet black. The hand is jet black. And stands up this black dragonborn with like squinty eyes, like sort of hunched over, like obviously like, I hate the daylight, I hate being alive right now, I sure wish I was dead rather than alive right now. Squints at you. Oh, what? You want a new string? What?
Yeah, do you have any? This one, it's kind of going out on me, and I'm gonna put the arrow away awkwardly.
Yeah, you do see that this guy is like 7.5 feet tall, dragonborn.
I just realized he probably is more apathetic than
Yeah, I'm just letting you know what you're seeing. Like,
Yeah.
he's wearing tattered, dirty kind of clothes, like nice-ish for like I'm working, but obviously not a well-off guy, and just not wanting to be there. Just really. What do you want? Linen, horse. You want entrail? What do you want? He like bends down back behind the counter.
Did you just get in, friend?
Unfortunately,
You always open this early?
yeah.
You see a lot of business around these parts?
He looks back over the counter. Just gives this really, like, you're dumb look, and then just keeps going, looking. What do you want?
Oh, you got some nice stuff in this till here.
No bowstrings.
Okay, well, maybe I want one of these too.
Oh my. And he, like, just swears a little bit under his breath.
My favorite NPC so far.
I hate him. I hate him so much. I should have shot him.
He stands up, leans on the glass case. You kind of hear it creak a little bit, and he's just, "What do you want?"
Can I see that?
He reaches into his, like, pocket, like his pants pocket. You hear a little bit of jingling. He opens up the case, like, kind of glaring at you the whole time. Like, the kind of person behind the counter is just, like, the worst customer service ever. And what exactly were you pointing at?
You said there's, like, a picture frame that had some like, nice embellishments and stuff on it?
Yeah. And so he, like, points at it, like, make sure that's what you were looking at. Pulls it out, holds it up in front of you, doesn't let it go.
Okay, can I, like, inspect, like, does it look nice? Would Bellin have an idea of that?
You might, but the way, just the situation, you can see the way that the light's hitting it. It seems fine-ish. Like, you'd have to probably hold it and get a better look at it to really know. But it seems pretty okay. Especially for this kind of neighborhood. Well,
you're yeah, right? What have you been drinking? You look like you had a rough one.
I'm here to sell, not make conversation. Are you gonna buy?
A little bit of conversation makes the sell go faster, but alright. No, I'm not in the mood. I'm gonna leave.
Thanks for wasting my time.
Yeah,
close the door on your way out.
Yeah, blow it out your ass, and I'm gonna leave the door open. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave the door open, and then I'm gonna walk out, and then I'm gonna walk back and slam the door as loud as I can.
Alright. And you do. And when you slam the door, you hear really loud, draconic swearing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, what was that all
Then
about?
I'm gonna open it and slam it one more time, and then leave. Sorry, it got hung up. Good. And then leave.
Did you hear what he said?
He said I couldn't use the bathroom.
No, I'm talking about after that, and whatever that was.
Alright, as you're walking back out the alley... Hold on, I need to open my PHP. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Does a 22 do it? Because that one's really scary. I've rolled like 3 or 4 of those tonight.
I feel like the game really wants something awful to happen.
Just
so...
getting all these ones out in this game.
Okay.
He's gonna breathe breath at me. He breathes.
Yeah, you take 4 acid damage as he breathes acid at you.
Does he breathe acid at me?
He breathes acid at you, and then he says, "Up yours," and then he slams the door again.
Wait, is he like at the door?
Yeah, he came out behind you, spat acid at you, and then went
if
back.
I get hit with acid, I'm gonna notch an arrow and launch it at his ass.
Make an attack roll.
Do I need to roll initiative or just an attack?
1v1.
Frankly, I was not prepared for you to
He already attacked you technically, so it's like...
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious. I'm gonna shoot this fool. If he's breathing acid, trying to close the door like all sass-like, I'm gonna...
Alright, I don't have a token
How dare he shut the door all
sass-like?
How dare he shut his own door?
Alright, so he spat acid at you, like the hungover idiot that he is.
Yeah.
You shoot him.
Yeah.
And he hits the ground.
Yeah.
Like, the arrow hits him in the shoulder and he face plants right into the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag him back into the shop. Did anyone see me do that?
Everyone is waiting outside the alley, looked at you, you were talking to someone, they all saw this.
Everyone else. Did
Oh.
everyone else? Did anyone outside of the party see this?
Let's find out, shall we?
Let's see if
Kyra saw, and that's all that matters.
I didn't see it.
Roll a perception check.
Me?
Who?
Yeah, you.
Me.
Bella, or anyone looking around for witnesses?
Oh.
Oh, I'm watching Bella and wondering what the hell.
Alright, Bellin, as far as you know, only your party has seen.
A little.
I see Bellin shoot someone and drag them into the store. I'm gonna go run to the store.
Bella,
Also, Bellin, roll a strength check.
Oh, Belen's super strong. Belen's not super. Well, Belen's actually pretty strong.
I did not expect this at all.
Whoa!
Bella's not strong at all.
No, Belen's really strong, but
Yeah,
No,
the
no.
body does not budge as you try to pull it into the store.
kick it.
Bella, what in the world did you do?
He attacked me.
Do I see anybody? Now that I'm trying to engage with him, I'm gonna look for witnesses. Ah!
You definitely heard some fast footsteps out of the alley and an excited laugh.
An excited laugh.
You know, like, oh,
Ooh, that's lit!
You got messed up.
Oh my god, I helped Bellin move the body, and I'm gonna go to jail with him.
make a strength check. This is so. I was not prepared.
No, absolutely not.
Baby.
Yeah, no, you guys are not moving this body. Like, you sit there and struggle for like a good 30 seconds, and it's not moving. Like, you lift up an arm.
Okay. I
Kyra,
use this,
someone-
and I use my first apparatus, which is to stabilize the person.
All right.
So I make sure he doesn't die.
So, were you guys still in contact with him when you did this?
I take my arrow back.
I was the only one touching.
Wait, you pulled the arrow out of his body.
No. If she stabilizes him, I'm gonna pull the arrow out.
Okay. Cool. So did you guys both like made sure you weren't touching him when this happened?
Well,
right?
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
I had to
she's
touch
using-
him.
Well, yeah. Besides you, you're like the defibrillator. This is fine.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure Lunellis gives a clear.
So you guys are trying to pull on him, clear, and then the body tenses up, and then you wait a couple seconds, and you're just,
Let's go. Let's go right now.
and he's swear, like
What did you do to him?
I don't
he's like
care what he
fumbling.
He
and,
is
like,
on the floor
swearing.
bleeding from you. He saw your face. We're leaving right now.
You didn't see my face.
I don't care.
I had my
We're
pistol
leaving.
up.
Bellin, you pull the arrow out of
the
him,
door.
and
Let's
blood
go.
like gushes out.
Oh my gosh!
Well, okay, Kyra, do you want to do something about it?
Yes, and I touch him and lay on hands.
Okay. Well, wait, whoa. I mean, if he wakes up...
Don't you have your hood up? Let's leave.
If you have your hood up, why does it matter?
Alright, I'm gonna
I'm
leave.
not going to know it was.
Let's go. Leave Kyra. Let's
Go.
not leave her. Let's wait for her in the alley.
There were some things in there, though.
They're gonna stay there now. Let's go.
I was trying
You're
to...
muted.
You're muted.
It's a shop. Of course, there's things in there.
Yeah, well, I was discussing some things with him, and he spit acid at me after I left his store.
What did you say to him first?
I said, I'm leaving, goodbye, and then I left. And then he ran to the door and spit acid at me, and I responded, sorry.
Yet you are the one who is alive and
I'm
not
going
had to be
lay on
resurrected.
hands
So
on him,
we're
so if you
leaving.
don't want to be seen.
We'll be in the hall in the alley.
All but alley.
I'm
Okay.
leaving.
Kyra, roll lay on hands. Bellin, roll deception.
Deception?
Yeah,
I'm
you were.
inciting you. I'm checking out your story.
Hey.
All right, Grammy. You're like, this doesn't seem to check out, but I guess it's fine because he looks like he's telling. I don't know. It sounds okay. I don't know this guy well enough to know if he's lying.
Yep.
Don't
It isn't a
his
big deal.
powers.
Obviously, the other guy did start the fight. So, Kyra, you lay on hands, and then, like, the wound sort of, like, the blood flow slows, and this big old dragonborn, like, starts, like, his arms start going under, and he's just, I wish I could say what he's saying, but I can't. He's basically just like, what a crappy day. Like, seriously.
Today's been a shitstorm.
Basically. And
Sir, are you alright?
Should have grabbed his key.
no, I'm not alright.
I saw you bleeding here in the alley, and I just couldn't leave you here to bleed.
Yeah, that piece of you swearing. I sure wish I could do this character justice. Did you see him? Did you get a good look at him?
I just saw the back of him.
He was wearing a hood.
He was wearing a hood. He ran off. I'm so sorry, but as a paladin of protection, I couldn't just leave you here to bleed. So please make your way back inside and try to patch yourself up. I did a little bit to help you along.
Yeah, well, I kind of wish you'd left me there. And then he goes inside without so much as a thank you.
Bellin did a good.
Right.
Did the lay on hands not cure his hangover?
Nope.
There's got to be at least 5 points for that.
Kyra, roll perception, please.
He went in to hang himself.
No, you just went inside. But you do hear the sounds of heavy footfalls. A few of them, which sound very familiar as they sound vaguely like guards, people, boots kind of sounds.
Cool. I just, fix my armor.
Anyone else want to be doing anything at this
Ready
point?
myself.
I would like to stealth in the alley, because we're not going to leave Kyra behind.
Okay, roll stealth.
I'd like to leave the alley. I don't want to be the guy with the hood up that has a bow. Just gotta go. I don't know if I can leave the other direction quietly.
Roll stealth.
Nope. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, Bammy, Cole, anything you want to be doing at this time?
I'm just waiting in the street. I don't know where everyone went. I'm just looking at my scroll. I'm sure they'll be back sooner than later.
Just standing up tall next to Kyra.
Hold, please. You know, I guess I could roll multiple of these at once. Okay. Alright, Kyra, as you wait there, and Bammy, are you also in the street or did you come in?
Yeah, I'm in the alley with Kyra.
Okay. So as you both are standing there waiting outside of this weird, obscure general goods store, I never thought anyone would care about this much, that 3 guards and this skinny rail of a man come running up. Right there! I saw it right there! And then the guards come up to you. What? What happened here?
I'm not sure.
Where's the Dragonborn?
He's inside. He's fine now. Well, there's this.
You said he was
Dragonborn,
black. Well, he was black when I saw him.
That one's inside. He went back into his store. I'm a paladin, of protection. So I saw him, and I just kind of laid a hand on him and helped him on his way.
One of the guards is like listening to you and actually like, I'm gonna do my job today. The other two are looking at this skinny guy like, oh my gosh. One of them claps him on the shoulder like, you said you saw murder. There's not a dead body here, is there?
He was injured. Someone did hurt him. I'm not sure who. They ran off willy-nilly. God, my accent is just all over the place. But I helped him out. He's fine. He's fine. Actually, he would have preferred to be a murder victim, but that's neither here nor there.
No, Kyra, no. It was okay. It was okay, and you kept talking.
So you saw the perpetrator, and you healed the injured man, and let him leave,
I just saw...
and disrupted a crime scene, and now we're not going to find him, and now we have no clues. Thanks for your help.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but in Sakrish, this is how we handle an injured
This isn't Sacred.
person.
We know you're cool. Sacred is cool. Have a nice morning. And the one who looks like he wants to do his job is already like going in the store to, and like then you hit this dragonborn like, what? And then so that guy's in there. One of the guards still holding like it looks like the script hurts this little skinny guy and is like, we're gonna go down and have a talk, ain't we?
Oh no!
Look, I saw him there. He got shot by this guy. And then the other guy is just looking at you like really suspicious.
He was shot, but I healed him.
All right, thanks for your service.
You're welcome. I like.
Where did the? You said you saw him. Where did he go? Which way?
I didn't see. I was paying attention to the Dragonborn.
You didn't know if he went left or right. It's an alley. There are 2 directions.
I didn't quite see. I'm not from here. You should know.
I will just go ahead and point. Because I wasn't paying attention. Not the way that we came from originally, so the opposite end of where Cole is.
Cairo, roll deception, please.
Wherever Bambi points, I would like to roll one of my throw one of my agent's Sirkesh silver coins to like hit a wall or hit a window or hit a cart, whatever's in that direction. I want to make a little bit of noise.
All right.
Hidden dark places, just.
Belen's like halfway to the temple by now. He's
Alright,
left
Loon.
the entire side of this city behind and gone.
Loon, make a dexterity check.
Dex check. Oh, I hit myself in the face.
You don't hit yourself in the face. But
You hit a guard in the face.
you do hit one of the guards in the leg. Just ping against his armor. So the one that's been looking at you, Kyra, looks down, picks up this coin.
It's ancient.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. I think I had that on my shield and it just went flying. I apologize.
This is yours.
Well, it is. Can I see it? Like from him holding it up? Can I?
Yeah, I mean, he's only like 5 feet away from you.
Well, I mean, it's a sacred coin, so of course it has to be mine.
Cool. And he hands it out to you.
Thank you, sir. If you don't need anything else, do you
I
mind
need
if
you
I
to
go?
leave now.
Gladly. Thank you.
Alright, as you turn away, he says something to the other guard.
Getting salty over here, sir?
Oh, you can't hear what he says.
Oh. Okay. As soon as I get, like, up to... I'm gonna grab Bammy so that he comes along.
You can hear a really loud conversation inside the general goods store. Like, the one guard is like, sir, really, I'm just trying to ask him. Like, the guy's like, nothing happened. How many times do I have to say nothing happened?
Amazing. As soon as we get up closer to Lunellis, I'm just gonna, like, flick the coin at her, drop something, and just, like, walk past.
Very clumsy. Thank you, dear.
That could have gone badly. Worse, we could have been expelled.
Alright. Let's
Don't
go
hate
back
on
to the
Kyle.
others. Woof.
Hermione.
Well, that was fun. How much experience points was the shopkeeper?
Negative
Negative.
400.
So none.
We're level 1 again because
He died.
Yeah.
Died.
Alright.
So I pretty
So-
much had the time to investigate both those scrolls by now. So
Did you use spell slots to do it?
No, I was joking. But
Oh, okay, I was like, because you could have.
Okay, I think it's time that we got to the temple.
Okay, so you guys all met back up. Cole, do you have anything to say? Bammy, anyone?
sure took a long time to pee, but you're older, so
I
Oh, Belen, are you visible at this point?
Well, like I left the crime scene.
okay, well there.
I guess he's older though.
No.
Like I mean, I would have like gone in the direction we were going a little ways, and when I felt it was kind of like safe, just hung out until the group showed up. It's Loon would know the procedure.
Okay.
We caught up.
King, oh my gosh, there is nothing to bark about.
Alright, as you guys start walking away back in the direction you were going. Yeah, you keep going.
So we're going to see a lady. About a thing.
Eventually, as you're
There's a
walking,
lady
you realize
there,
that
and there, and there, and there's a man, and
there's a man.
Thank you, Bammy. You're very kind. We're looking for a particular lady at the temple. That's very sweet, very helpful.
As you guys are walking and talking, eventually Bellin like kind of peels back out of somewhere and like is walking with you again.
Bellin, might be best to take your hood off at this point so that you're not as suspicious.
That is a excellent suggestion.
will you need a chaperone next time you go to the bathroom?
Bammy, if someone spits on you, what do you do? Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. If someone spits acid at you, what do you do?
Spit fire at them.
Well, what you
I
need
don't
to
know
do
what
is get
that
dirt on it and try to immobilize the acid. Otherwise, it's going to just keep on burning you. Really, don't use water because that can make it so much worse. A lot of people use water.
See?
I do believe.
I didn't know that, Cole. That's
Correct
quite
answer.
wonderful that you know this.
And here's the thing. He spit acid on me, so I got dirt on his face to stop the acid.
But
Dirt
how did
and
you
acid
get
is
you?
disgusting.
I shot him. He fell into the dirt to stop where the acid was coming from. Bammy, if someone spit acid at you, what would you do? What would your first reaction be?
Bellin, you're going to break him.
Probably
Bellin,
smash
you're going
his
to-
face.
Thank you, Bammy!
Okay, well, how about we not talk about this in public anymore, where people and maybe gods
Self-defense.
and all kinds of other people will come after us. Let's
Self-defense.
just get to the temple.
Public restrooms sound like a nightmare.
They are cold. That's why you just wait until you hit a tavern or inn.
A tavern or inn uses a public restroom.
Not this
At
public.
the temple yet?
Pardon?
Are we at the temple yet?
Well, you do reach
Are we
the
there yet?
docks.
Dogs.
Do we see anything nice in the docks?
You reach the
No.
riverside.
You don't.
So you reach the end of what is dockside. You passed a whole bunch of like warehouses and like you can see these big old boats like pulled onto land like back and with a whole bunch of workers around them. Eventually you get to water and then you see a lot of boats and a lot of people working on the docks, taking carts of stuff, working on boats, doing boat things. And there you are.
This is.
So,
Did the temple sink? I'm not sure I'm following.
Oh, you're on the opposite side of the river from where the temple is.
Oh, now I'm following. We need to
I
get
thought
a
that we were in a
ride.
nice area.
No. Well, yes, the temple's in the nice area, which is on the other side of the river.
Oh, I was looking for snooty stuff in the nice area, I had assumed.
Oh no, you were looking for nice stuff in the terrible part of town.
Oh, well, now Bellin's just even more of a jerk.
Okay, let's see. Where's the map, actually? I would show you guys, but I don't know where the map is.
Can't argue here anymore.
Yep.
Okay, so...
It's like, this is a really dingy place to be in the nice area. No wonder it's left unlocked.
Yeah.
So basically, Ibarra is like this, and there's this big old river that goes like this. Escher is literally on the end of this river, and the two halves of the city are on either side of the mouth of the river. And so you were on the crappy side, which is the south side.
Yep. I remember this now from the map.
Okay, now, I think if we just jump in the water, we can basically walk along the bottom and go. And Bammy can breathe.
No, I've tried this. I can't breathe underwater.
None of that sounds true at all.
This. Why did you try that?
When I was catching fish.
You just inhaled.
Yeah, I coughed it out.
What
To
did
be
it
fair,
taste
fish can do it, so maybe Bammy could do it.
What did it taste
I
like?
see his line of reasoning.
It was
I don't-
salty-ish, I guess.
Did
I mean, I think he smelled it more than he tasted it.
But,
Well, you'll never know unless you try, or unless you read. So,
Very wise, Cole.
you just, like, have common sense. So, but did you catch the fish?
Eventually, once I learned to not breathe the water,
How did the fish taste?
fishy.
Was it raw, or did you cook it?
And I just let out a little bow to fire just a little bit to be and just give him a look like.
Excuse you. Was it raw or did you cook it?
Bellin, I believe Bammy is throwing shade on you, like a very highbrow shade.
He could literally put it in his mouth and cook it while he eats it.
Who knows? Bammy is amazing.
I don't disagree with you.
We should keep Bammy forever.
Like a slave.
How about we figure out a boat of some sort to get across the river?
Yes, in the process of keeping Bammy forever, we should also procure a ride.
I can't swim in this armor, unfortunately.
Wait, why are we
Also, I
talking?
just don't like water that much.
You probably couldn't swim either way.
Is there a fishing boat nearby?
There's got to be like a bridge or a ferry or something.
Is there a fisher wife? Is there a fisher witch over here somewhere?
Everyone make an investigation check if you're looking for something in particular.
Boat to take us on. Dang, Loon.
Got that +5.
I only have +0.
Oh, Ellen.
Bellin!
Seriously, Bammy, couldn't inhale any of the water?
I'm just so happy it's not me today.
So I would just, I mean, first off, this is how I always roll in Tidefall unless I'm playing as Ryan's character. But I would, oh my gosh, King. But I would also like to point out that with the amount of ones I've rolled tonight,
at Curse of Strahd, you'll get all 20.
or I'll get ones there too, and then Valandor will come back around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll die. The end. Goodbye. I'm leaving now.
Bye.
Yep.
Cool, so we're almost done with this arc.
Okay, well, cool. Bellin, you were looking around, but you keep like rubbing your neck where like you can feel some acid pockmarks, and you're like, oh man, you're just not really paying attention super well.
Oh wait. I took 4 damage from that, right?
Yeah, you did. Whereas everyone else, you find what you were looking for. You guys spend like 15-ish minutes looking around asking people. Loon, you find some fisher people getting ready to go out for the day. Kyra, you find some passengers embarking on like a passenger ship, like getting ready, and you get pointed to the captain who's still taking passengers, but you haven't really engaged in conversation with him yet. Bammy, what were you looking for?
Trying to figure out if I could swim across.
Okay, Bammy, you look across, and it is roughly a 2-mile gap.
Okay.
Wait, so we
So
need a
maybe
giant
I could
ship to
swim.
get 2 miles?
Well, you need a ship. So you were looking for a passenger ship, and so you found a passenger ship.
Oh, okay.
Whereas Cole, you were looking for a bridge or a ferry, and you do find a more flat, wide kind of boat where a guy is like standing out, like ringing a bell, which is a ferry, and like he's waiting for people to get on for the hour so that he can go on his merry way.
Loon. Does this look bad? What does that look like?
It looks like when you put a steak directly on the coals. Looks a little bit like that.
That's disgusting.
That's absolutely
in
going
your
to
medical
smell.
opinion, what's that look like?
I'm not a cleric.
Well,
But we're on our way to one, so let's keep on topic here.
Disgusting neck.
I think Cole had the best idea. Why don't we talk to the ferryman?
All right.
I'm not surprised.
Let's go.
Okay, so you all have reconvened, decided on this. It's now like 11 o'clock in the morning.
3 days
And-
later.
3 days
3
later.
sessions later.
So you all walk over to this ferryman. I mean, it's not really the coolest ferry you've ever seen. It's not super well made. It's just a ferry. A wide, flat boat with some people in it sitting there. One of them has a book. One of them's knitting. One guy looks like he might be asleep under the bench. It looks really shady, like a city bus.
Cool. This is
So,
the bus of the seas.
What's up,
and the guy's ringing his bell out front, and he is a young man, like probably roughly your guys' age on average, like older teenager-ish age, early 20s.
How old do you think we all are? Luna's is like 26, I thought.
JK, they're roughly Cole's age.
Yeah, well, she's 22. You're totally right.
I knew it.
I'm
Excuse me,
43.
how
I know. Why is a 43-year-old hanging out with a 22-year-old?
how
You
how
know.
much is the ferry?
She keeps her.
What was that, Loon?
How much is the ferry ride, sir?
For 5 a year?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I had to count myself.
It's not 4, Loon. It's 5.
Kind of squints. He pulls out like a pad of paper, makes some notes on it with like charcoal, squints at it.
Do you need that much math?
He doesn't look like the smartest person you've ever met.
Carry the 1.
How much is it per person? For one person?
Well, I mean, if it was one person, that would be like, and he kind of squints at you, 3 gold. But for 5 of you, that's like way more space, so...
That is
17?
Absolutely criminal.
How about we give you 10 gold for all of us?
He makes a space. I want to keep my job,
Oh, why wouldn't you keep it?
because if I go back with less than I should go back with, I think I'd lose my job.
I'm starting to realize why this side of town's so crappy. They gotta pay, like, everything they own to go to work for one day.
Okay, how about like 15 gold?
You said there are people on the boat
Yeah.
already? I'm just gonna shout to one of them. How much did you pay to get on here?
A woman reading a book. I paid 10 silver.
What?
Excuse me.
And the guy turns around and it's like, come on,
What the heck, man?
come on, really?
10 silver is a
Oh,
gold,
tired.
so...
But he's saying it's 3 gold per person.
Yep.
I think we might need to reassess the math you have there.
So what was that? What was that about you keeping your job and us not telling your boss that you're skimming off the top?
Okay, fine, you know what? And he totally like drops demeanor and is like no longer acting dumb. Fine, okay, you know what? For all 5 of you, let's do like
3 gold.
5 gold.
4.
4.
Fine, 4.
Fine.
Hello.
I don't think Bammy has to pay because he found that one out.
Yeah. I'll mark
Good
a gold
job, man.
off.
So he holds his hand out like really snotty.
I'll take 1 out of mine.
I'm taking 1 out of mine.
I take 1 out of mine, and just to be a butthead, I like go to put it in his hand. I just kind of drop it next to it so it falls to the ground.
You took my move.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. I was just gonna like not do the no look and just completely miss his hand.
I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes.
And Bella shoots him with an arrow. No.
No!
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna
just
run
looked
out
over
of
like
arrows.
to catch it.
Goes like,
Well, I'm glad we figured that out.
Yeah, me too. He bends down, picks up the coin that Kyra dropped. Kind of gives her a sneer. Pockets all the gold. You guys can go take your seats while he keeps ringing his bell for the next, like, 20 minutes. A few more people come on, and then you guys set off. He just he sits down on the dock, pulls out his notepad, starts sketching, and the guy who was asleep under the bench gets up and starts ferrying.
I forgot to ask at the beginning what day of the week it is.
Oh, that's right.
It's Doomsday.
It's Fire's Day.
Fire's Day, gotta get down on Fire's Day.
Alright, cool.
I don't know what that is, but I immediately don't like it.
You're blessed if you don't know the reference.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so the ride is gonna be, I don't know how long ferries usually are, for 2 miles. So we're gonna say it's gonna be like 30 minutes. So you guys have 30 minutes to do whatever you would like to do on this boat.
I would first like to redact my ability to use shock glove yet because I don't get that till level
What?
5.
Great!
So
Good thing you electrocuted that guy.
yeah, no, Steph just healed him, so that was great.
I'm going to spend that time. Oh man, my pen went through the paper. I would like to meditate during that time and hold my trinket. It's like.
All right.
I'd like to ask Bammy if he would like to carefully spar.
I'm about to
The
sneeze,
fairy?
maybe?
Actually, Bellin,
And clean the...
Cole, and now let's make a perception check.
Oh, no. I've been rolling so well tonight. Yep.
All right. As you guys disembarked, Bellin, you were rubbing your neck. You kind of turned and looked. And you saw a couple guards on the dock talking to that guy who was ringing the bell.
Don't like him. Oh, that's right, because they probably followed the rest of the group.
Yep.
No, they followed you. And you're muted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then you guys disembarked, and anyone else want to specify anything to do with your free time on this boat?
In response to the spar request, I would just look at, the general size and area of the barge and just be like, we don't fit for that.
Oh, no.
You would be really close quarters.
That's fine.
You would not do well in close quarters sparring with me.
That's the point.
Damn.
So you want to get hurt.
It's not... Bammy, you don't train to win every time. You train to learn. And I clearly cannot beat you in close quarters. That's ridiculous.
And I just go for a grapple. Catch him
Ooh.
unawares.
Oh.
Acrobatics. I can,
Yes, you may use athletics or acrobatics.
I don't know if I
against
get
the
advantage
seven.
for going and catching him by surprise.
Actually, I mean, you might.
I mean, I think it would have to be roll initiative, technically.
Yeah, no. Sadly, no. Bammy, you went to go grapple him, but though Bellin was not aware, you saw the surprise cross his face, but Bellin's really quick, and so he just kind of ducks under your arms. And then kind of like goes into a ready stance looking at you like, oh my gosh, we're really gonna do this?
And then I just puff out some smoke and go back to taking my seat.
Does Bammy have a tail?
Yep.
I slap his tail and run away.
Can't get very far.
That's fine.
Your one's like 10 feet away.
Yeah.
I just go and I sit down in the seat across from him and just look at him, arms crossed, for the rest of the ride.
You see the old lady knitting is like watching this like, oh my god.
I'm blinking, just staring at Bellin. Bellin tries to play it cool for about the first 10 minutes, and then he gets just like really uncomfortable.
Well, especially because Bammy really doesn't blink if he doesn't want to, because he has eyelids like a humanoid, but he also has like those clear nictitating membranes. So like he'll just stare at you and like blink sideways kind of with this clear membrane.
This is what happens when you have a scientist as a DM.
Yep. Bellin, this is not how we go about keeping Bammy forever, just so you know.
I don't know, it's kind of fun.
For you,
Cole.
I'm trying to be more...
I guess I'll cast Identify as a Ritual over the next 11 minutes.
You tried badly.
Okay.
It's my fault.
On what?
to hug you.
Upon scroll number 1,
The more red one or the more blue one?
the more first one.
I'm gonna assume that's the red one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Kyra, you're meditating. Cole, you're casting. Bellin, you're trying not to be weirded out. Bammy, you're trying to be intimidating.
Yep.
Loon, you're what?
We'll try.
I'm drawing up a sketch for my first apparatus, which I do get at second level, actually. Which is basically an invocation, and I'm going to... But you, we'll do this eventually. We don't have to do this right now. You have to decide, how much it would be worth, and I have to roll a Tinker's check for when I get ready to make it. But it's going to be Agonizing Blast so that I can add my intelligence modifier to damage made with my pistol when it hits.
Okay. Cool,
That's
cool.
it.
Cool. Alright. Cole, that should be updated for you. 11 minutes passed. Does anyone want to change what they're doing? Actually, Kyra, make a wisdom check.
Alright. I don't think I actually see the scrolls in my
That's unfortunate.
inventory.
Wow, that would be why you don't know what I'm talking about when I say red and blue.
That is accurate.
Okay, cool. they're there now.
Okay.
Right back at it with the Kyra rolls.
Cool.
Cool.
Bammy,
Keep it
bammy,
cool.
bammy.
Alright,
Bammy,
Kyra,
bammy.
as you meditate, you just feel a nice, peaceful feeling of meditation. Like you learned, basically, is just like your calm, slow breathing is making you feel calm. But you don't feel any spiritual reaction quite yet.
That's fine. She'll talk to me when she needs to.
Alright. You're roughly 19 minutes away from the shore. Is there anything you guys would want to do?
Guess our cast identifies the ritual on the blue scroll.
Okay, Belen, you were officially weirded out at this point. Anything you want to do?
No.
Cool. Bammy, you've officially succeeded. Anything you want to do?
Still staring.
Cool. Loon's still sketching. Cool! Let me just put some stuff in Cole's inventory really quick.
Yep.
And by the way, Belen, as you're sitting there, the old lady who was knitting has at this point like gotten super disappointed. And it's kind of like glaring at you like, you ruined my fun, kind of a thing. Like she was really looking forward to watching a fight. Like she's a really weird grandma.
Aww.
Give her a wink.
She blushes. And then like pulls her knitting up like this, is now knitting like in front of her face. Okay. Did that update, Cole?
It sure did.
Okay, cool. Alright, well then, clunk clunk, the ferry hits the other dock, and you guys find yourselves
Dead.
not dead.
The ferry hit so hard.
You pull up to this fine place.
Oh man, we should have
fancy.
stayed here.
And the person with the ferry says whatever ferry people say, all off board? Whatever, the opposite of all aboard? I don't know.
Get off!
Land ho?
They get the stick.
They start poking everyone until they get off. So everyone disembarks, and you find yourself on the shore that is like, way...
Oh, fancy!
Yeah! Like all the boats here are obviously in better shape. None of them are the ones that needed repair at dockside of Escher. And this part of the city is what you would have imagined when you heard the name Escher before you ever actually came here. The city looks like a patchwork quilt if patchwork quilts were made of like different types of stone and metal.
Patchwork quilts were made of oppression. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please keep going. Please keep going. Please keep going.
So there are different, like, there are brass steeples. There are rounded dome buildings. There's marble buildings, sandstone buildings. Everything is really finely crafted, like a mesh of different cultures. Cole, you can see stuff from, like that's inspired by Serbian styles here. It's not spot on, but they tried. And Loon and Belen, you can see stuff that like might be of a Colean styling of architecture and design. And Kyra, this is more kind of where you wanted to be in life. Like this is a much better place than where you just came from. This is the kind of quality.
More like home?
Yes. This is a much better type of city.
Did everyone hear Kyra say that?
Yeah. Did you say it out loud?
Yeah. This feels much more like home.
Belen doesn't say anything. He just formulates an opinion.
Although, my neighborhood was a bit nicer.
And it was.
This feels a little more like home for me too. I mean, look at this crown molding. It looks a lot like.
Isn't it quite nice? I mean, we have
what we have where I'm
nicer ones.
Must
Sacred. But this is quite nice.
Yes.
Alright, well let's keep going.
Good thing there's none of those dirty poor people around to muck it all
Thank
up.
goodness. Ugh.
One of the dirty poor people getting off of the ferry is like, hey.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Hey, you guys!
Okay, so you guys get off of the boat, you pass through the dock, and then you pass, like, there's this main road coming off of the docks leading right into the city. It's, like, really wide, like, probably a house's width, and there are a whole bunch of people and carts and horses and all these people walking down it, and you can see really colorful tents and carts set up with, like, merchants in them. Really nice merchant buildings alongside those. people going in and out, selling wares, buying wares. And it leads straight into the city. Anything you want to do, just take it away.
I want to get to the temple.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get a move on.
Okay, where do you want to... How do you want to begin that search?
We don't know where the temple is?
Can I
Nope.
ask someone where the temple is?
You may.
Hey, poor person that was just insulted by half the party. Where's the temple?
Oh, which one?
The one with the priestess in it that we need to discuss things with.
Hold on.
I mean, most of them have priestesses in it.
Loon, help.
Or priests, you know.
Do you know Lady Sorcha?
Not personally.
Do you know where the temple is for for nature and sea?
Yeah, that's the Temple of Paonkai. That's, you know, over there. And he, like, points at, like, look, like, where more of the spires are congregated. Like, the really nice, like, pearly kind of looking buildings. Like, it's over in the Temple District. It'll be more west side, though. It's gonna be a brown building with, like, big old arches on it, you know?
Okay, thanks. Bye!
No, that's
No,
why
we-
we're asking.
Don't know, friend. But
Well,
thanks-
excuse me, then you can find it on your own.
Yeah.
You gave us enough information. Thank you. Have a good day.
Now
Bye.
we can, thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to Asha. And then he leaves.
Group jerks.
We're really mean.
You guys are really mean!
I'm not
We're just, like,
mean. Everyone else is
cutthroat.
mean. Except for
Somehow-
Cole and Bailey. Basically,
sassy.
Bell and Kyla are mean.
Wow.
Man.
Somehow, no matter what, it's always Bellen's fault. It doesn't matter what happens.
And
Always-
Kyra. Oh, it's not Bellen's fault that he
Hey.
pulled out an arrow and shot a Dragonborn. Your turn.
That-
You're right.
It's definitely
You're
not
right.
his fault that that
You're
happened.
right.
He spit acid at me. I was defending myself.
You were kind of a jerk and he was hungover and he rolled really badly on his patience roll.
I don't care. I don't care. He resorted to violence first. I was just defending myself.
Yeah, he's a brute. But okay, so you guys start walking down this big old merchant way. And it's really crowded and it takes you quite a while to get through all these people. Anything you want to do on the way? Or just head straight there? Bellin? Anything? In this nice area of town, all this nice stuff.
No, I did what I wanted to do in the nice area of town in the poor oppressed side of town.
Okay, cool.
And I don't want to derail the party any further, otherwise they're going to string me up.
They might. Okay, so you guys spend quite a long time. Like, this city is a lot bigger on this side than the other side. And it is well into lunchtime by the time you reach the first actual temple. Yes?
I did think of something I wanted to do now that we're on the nice side.
Yes.
Can I find a place to ask about some calligrapher's tools?
Actually, yes, you can. Roll investigation for me, please.
Good thing I'm pretty good at that. Please don't suck.
That's over in the calligraphy district.
Back
Whole
across
district
the
to
river.
ink and paper. So as you're walking, you are like, you guys are all trying to make headway, but you do lean over every now and then, like, hey, calligrapher's tools. No one really wants to listen to you or help you, or they all tell you kind of different directions that are like not where you're trying to head. Like, oh, go more that way. I recommend, Tom. Like way over there. Until finally you find some little guy that's like,
Oh yeah, my dad does that writing stuff.
Oh.
he's looking around like trying to figure out where he can
Shoot him with an arrow.
Bellin.
Shoot him with an arrow.
He's dead.
No.
I talked to the small guy.
Points you over to one of the actual brick and mortar buildings. But it's like this tiny one, like between two, like it was just this extra space that got converted into a store kind of a thing. He's like,
My dad works over there. His name is Novak.
Novak, thank you very much. I will tell him you sent me. I'm sure he'll be very proud of his son.
Okay.
Novak
name's
like
Sam.
the tribe.
I go to Novak.
Novak like the tribe.
It's no Beck. Like my tribe thing.
alright, so you're gonna be breaking out from the group. Do you want to say anything, do anything?
Guys,
I
I need to get some tools. I'll be right back, or I'll catch up with you either way.
Team.
I go with her if she's leaving.
I'm gonna just like look around this area at shops, I guess.
I'm just running.
Alright, so it's actually only like 50 yards away, Loon, so you don't have to do much jogging.
I'm just slipping into the door, not opening it.
Like running.
Just sprinting there, like
I follow briskly.
fast.
Like that Wreck-It Ralph scene where the guy's just walking into a wall.
I was gonna say, does Loon look like she just got disconnected from the server?
Yeah.
Boink.
So
Boink.
Loon, you go over there, and then you see this like nice fancy like sign hanging out the front with like a little hanging sign that was written and like carved into it, and it says Novax Notes.
Oh.
And so you walk in with a little jingle jingle. And anyone else, if you want to be doing things while this is happening, hit me up.
I'm gonna like stay outside the store.
Okay.
But
Bless you, Bammy.
Thank you.
I want to find a knick-knack store.
Alright. Roll investigation.
Proplicas, if you will.
What?
A proplica store.
Replicas,
oh my
perhaps.
God, guys, are we just gonna look around for stores all day? Can't we get to the temple? I've been trying to go there. Kidding.
What am I rolling?
Investigation. Cole, anything you want to do in this spare time?
No, I'll meet everyone at the temple.
Okay, so you keep walking?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to, when you all get separated,
The best way to not get lost is just to meet them where you said you're gonna be.
So we have a safety spot when we get to the theme park, and we're all gonna meet at the fountain.
We're gonna be the temple that we've never been to that might be hosted by a scary person.
That's right.
What?
Break!
Right next to
Who
the
said anything about a scary person? I wasn't here last session.
Well, the fish sorceress told us to go meet the priestess of doom at the temple.
None of that sounds accurate at all.
Nope.
It's not. It's not. But okay, so Loon, you go inside. Bellin, you're waiting outside. Loon, do you leave the door open or?
If I close it to be polite.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a muggy day outside. Very sunny, seaside kind of a day. It smells nice. It smells nice and salty, but like, nice.
Mm.
But so Loon, you go in. You see this store that's like lined with a whole bunch of bookshelves, a whole bunch of books laid out open with like showing different types of like handwriting, different types of inks, colors of inks. You see ink wells, fancy ones, normal ones, like everyday use ones, like special occasion ones, different types of quills. And then this nice, tall, half-elven gentleman, like over the counter, like bent over with some really dorky glasses on, like writing something. He looks up when the bell rings and he's like, "Oh, hello, what can I do for you?"
I take my jacket and I kind of wipe my face with the inside of it. Hello, I'm looking for some calligraphy tools, if you have any for sale.
Oh, absolutely, I do. I mean, what kind are you looking for? We've got some, like, you looking for everyday stuff, more rough and tumble stuff, just like, what are you looking for?
Something above everyday, but not necessarily the nicest thing you've got. I'm practiced, and so I'm just trying to keep the art up, but I'm above novice, I guess you could say.
Oh, a bit of an appreciator of the art. All right. Let's see what I get for you. Okay. And so he like goes down behind the counter, like pulls out a whole bunch of different types of inkwells and quills, and like different, sets of, the sand that you use to suck ink, all that stuff. Different types
grips.
of. Yeah, exactly. Like I like this one particularly for like the soft kind of paper, for doing like invitations. That sort of thing.
Cool.
Starts talking about like all of this nerdy stuff, kind of nerding out, like really happy about this. Like,
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then he's like, okay, so you see anyone you like?
That one,
So there's like a more pewter-looking one, like
picking out pieces, like something, because I mean, that IRL, out of character, I'm going to be using these for nefarious purposes, so they need to be diverse. But I also don't have a lot of gold, so I can't spend 20 gold on a calligraphy set. I hope you weren't going to say that it cost 20 gold.
I might have been.
I wouldn't get the 20 gold set. I would get like the 7 to 10 gold set.
Okay, so you're looking for stuff that'll like definitely be okay jumbling around in your pack, but still nice enough for your purposes, like stuff that if you take some time would look really nice.
Right, exactly.
Bellin would also help out with that. So
you're outside.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but Loon should know.
Oh, right. Well, we'll see how much she ends up using it, and she might upgrade.
Okay, so what purpose are you looking for this, Loon?
Like IRL or?
Yeah, like so DM knows, not this guy.
Oh,
it's like
I mean, like if we need to like make papers that says that somebody is royal, if we need to make papers that says we're from a different part of the country that we're not really from. Forgery, absolutely. Yes, forgery.
Alrighty. Hold, please. feel like that's a different thing.
Is there a forgery kit?
Yeah, there's a forgery.
What's a calligrapher's tools for?
For calligraphy.
Writing letters and invitations. I have no idea.
I took calligraphy tools to write fancy letters.
No, so there is... Okay, so there is a forgery kit, but that's separate from the artisan's tools.
Yeah, I got an artisan tools for calligraphy, and I chose calligrapher.
I mean, you could use it as a forgery kit, because the forgery kit includes papers and parchments, pens and ink, seals, and sealing wax. I think I would just have a harder DC for forging things using a calligrapher set. Just because, I mean, it's the same thing, but not.
That's messed up.
I don't understand why it's different.
The forgery kit has like the stuff to make the fake seals.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So you can
like stamps of nobility and stuff.
And that would probably be why it's harder, because you have to make that crap up without stuff that looks official. You know, like the official watermark.
DMs, why is there an artisan kit for calligraphy?
Why are there artisan's kits for like anything?
Because you can make calligraphy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could make some money off of it. Like if you wanted to start like selling your skills as a calligrapher, you could make some money.
Then I guess that's what I got it for.
Ryan, you're muted, my dear. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, you know, a tool helps you do something you couldn't otherwise do, such as craft or repair an item, forge a document, or pick a lock.
I'll be honest. I was, like, super stoked to hear exactly how you were going to use, like, the not really, like, expensive calligraphy kit to make a gadget. Like, that's what I thought we were doing. I thought we were getting stuff so you can make, like, a calligraphy bomb or something. I was like, where is this going? I'm so into this right now.
Words.
I don't know. I just want to know what's going on.
She's trying to make bait money so that when people steal it, it explodes ink all over them, you know, that sort of thing. So, let's see. I mean,
then I need something that's just for work.
Okay. So you were allowed artisan's tools proficiency?
Yeah, I got an artisan tool proficiency. I don't remember why, because it's not in the character sheet.
As artisan tools?
No, it's in a separate. It's its own thing.
That's what I thought.
It might be from your either your background.
Yeah.
I mean, if
my background is criminal.
I mean, what I would do is if you had a forgery kit and you have a proficiency in like calligrapher's tools, like maybe give you like advantage on a forgery, that sort of thing. But like that's obviously DM discretion. But
I don't need. Oh no, I would need proficiency in a forgery kit though.
Yes,
which I don't have. Okay, I just get the regular kind.
Okay, cool.
Here's my money.
Right. Hold on, you don't even know how much it is.
Here's all of it.
Just all of it.
You like put your whole wallet. Like,
that's what I'm paying for taking up this much of the session on something that's absolutely useless.
Hey, it's not that useless. You can make it useful.
It's way too expensive, so she gets me and I shoot him with an arrow.
It's how much? Bellin!
Okay, so you start going into your money. And so he's just like, oh, I mean, well, for an appreciator of the art, I would probably just charge, 12 gold.
Oh, great. Here you go.
All right, great. I mean, I hope this serves you well. Thanks for visiting.
Yes,
I turned into Cole there on accident. That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bellin, let's go. This was very fruitful.
Right behind you.
I mean, you never know. You have embalming tools too, so who knows?
Well, that's because I'm gonna be weird, but calligrapher's tools.
Cool. So you guys realize that Cole is no longer there. He went on without you.
And
which
I
Gabby
would have
probably
gone.
Reported.
No, I would have gone with Cole. Yeah, it's just like we need to find the temple lady. Why are we stopping?
Okay, Kyra, did you wait or did you go?
I was gonna look for a knick-knack place.
Oh, that's right, and you rolled well. Okay, so you do find a knick-knack place. Just like a whole bunch of the tents out here seem like knick-knack kind of places. Like the impulse buy section of a grocery store is basically what these things are. And so you have your choice of any number of these little tent cart things.
I picked the third one.
All right, the one with like the green canopy with like the stripes on it. There's this lady with this interesting, like multiple braids coming out of her cloth hood. What do you call that? Headscarf. And she's like calling over like,
All right. Yes, I have some things for you to. Very interesting things. Do you want? What are you looking for? What can I interest you?
I don't know, just something to remind me of this place when I leave, if I leave.
Oh well, I have these seashells. Yes, they very beautiful necklace. Very beautiful. Yes, very beautiful girl. Yes, they're very good on you.
I'm not quite one to wear any jewelry.
Well, we have these figurines you can take with you and pull out whenever you like. They're made of the pretty sandstone and these, the coral and all these things. And she's like trying to sell you like basically this like this weird grandma crap you'd find on a grandma's shelf.
I think that might break in my pack. Maybe something a little more sturdy.
What do you have in mind?
I'm not really sure. I'm not from around here, so I'm not really sure. I'm from Sakrish, so these are things I've never seen.
Oh, from Sakrish, yes. Then you have very fine eye for quality deed. All right, I will. And she pulls out like this basket of stuff from underneath the counter. Or you don't know. Roll an insight check.
+0. Hey.
Ooh.
All right, so as soon as you said you were from Sacred, she immediately got like dollar signs in her eyes. And so she pulled out the stuff that she like saves underneath the counter for like the high rollers who'd be willing to pay more than this is worth, but will think it's worth a lot if I can sell it. Is what she just pulled out.
Cool. What do you have in your little basket here?
Oh, we got these finely woven scarves you can wear with your armor, and just it won't get in your way at all. Look at this nice sheen of it. It's very silky. See, feel, and like all of these things.
That's lovely. Well, I mean,
I have these flute, yes, made from sea stone. That's a thing now.
A flute?
It's a flute.
Made of stone?
Made of stone.
Too bad we don't have a bard in our group. These scarves, how much are your little scarves here?
Oh, well, these finely woven scarves, yes. Brought them from Iliomet, yes, I did. They are... She sees your discerning look. 7 gold.
This? What kind of creature made this?
I tell you, it's
material?
It's Iliometti silk from the Iliometti sandworms that make the silk.
I could stay in a nice tavern for like 3 nights for 7 gold.
Yes, but the scarf will be on your neck for much longer than 3 nights, yes?
Looks so pretty with your skin. See?
7 gold seems a bit much, dear.
All right.
Anything else to catch your eye? She starts pulling out some other things,
Just disregard. She's like, fine, you don't get it then.
Basically, she's like, all right, cool. You don't like that, then I'll show you something else you might like. She thinks you're a high roller and she can impress you.
I feel like I'm wasting time, so I'm just gonna leave. Thank you.
She's super disappointed. Like you're like, all right, thanks. Welcome to Asher.
Everyone, sorry. I just wasted like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna start like briskly walking toward the temple.
Okay, Kyron, you turn around.
Only 5 minutes? I mean, I wasted like the first half of the session, so we're good.
So Kyron, you turn around, you can still see Bellin waiting at the calligraphy store for Loon, but Bambi and Cole are nowhere to be seen.
That'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead towards the temple.
Okay, great. And then Loon and Bellin eventually, you guys go on your way. And actually, we're gonna take a break here, everyone. And then we'll start back up at the temple.
Ooh.
Sweet.
I think it's just Saber in chat, but if you have questions and if anyone else has questions, feel free to type them in. We'll answer. Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Whee.
Saber. Yeah, we've looked at the Unearthed Arcana Ranger, and we actually, like, I think as a group we've kind of discussed it a little bit, and we really like a lot of the things that we've seen. The way that they've buffed some of the, like, class features, like favored terrain, natural explorer was really cool. Just little things here and there making it a bit more accessible, but without losing that, like, feel of the class was really cool in my opinion. That's something that I noticed about it when we were looking it over. Yeah, I don't think I've, I know they had the Deep Stalker in, one of the other Unearthed Arcanas. So you're talking using the UA Ranger and then using the other, UA subclass for it, for the Deep Stalker, and combining the two. I hadn't actually thought about that much. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, the Revised Ranger is the latest UA. Is there a subclass specifically called the Deep Stalker in that one? I must have missed that. Because I know they redid the Beastmaster in there. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. I'll have to double check it. We haven't had anyone roll a new Ranger lately, which is kind of surprising. I think mostly we just have Skyla is the main ranger in our group right now across most of our games, and she uses the UA Spirit Ranger, but as a group, like mostly between Steph and I, as a group, we made a lot of changes to it, and then I expanded it from 5 levels out to 17, I think, but solidly from 1 to 11, and then I think beyond that, there's room for some improvements. Yeah, that's right. The Ranger Conclaves.
Mm-hmm. At some point, I want to try the new Beastmaster, but we'll see. Yeah. I do like the Hunter. LME was pretty fun.
That's right. LME was the Hunter. The Hunter class is okay. Like I was saying, like I like a lot of the new core features that they've buffed enough to make it kind of like worthwhile to take a Ranger. Because really, part of the reason I'm playing Bellin as a rogue fighter is because by the time he's like level, I don't know, 7 or 8, he'll be a better archer than a Ranger could be, which is what I really want.
Yep. My one experience with D&D prior to 5th Ed was my roommate and my friends tried to do a 3-5 Dragonlance game, and I was a Ranger then, and I remember distinctly with the favorite enemy getting those bonuses to the attack rolls. I remember the first time I read the 5th edition Ranger being a little surprised they weren't there, so I'm glad to see that back, especially.
Yeah, I think most of that has to do with, 5th edition went to a more like story and narrative driven kind of gameplay, and then the other part of that being that the bounded accuracy that 5th edition is built on makes everything a lot tighter and closer, so a +1 has a lot more impact than it does in other versions, where they could easily throw a class effect that gives you a +5 and it doesn't really swing things that much.
That one sneeze I got out just, of course, let the floodgates loose.
Yeah.
So,
I think Vanilla Rangers, I think it's a little underpowered. I will say that the Beastmaster is compared to other classes, is pretty underpowered. I think that the Vanilla Ranger, if built correctly, isn't necessarily underpowered, especially depending on which campaign you go as. But if you take a good Ranger, stat him up right, and give him something like Colossal Slayer, that's ridiculous amounts of damage once you start getting up there.
Yep.
I mean, it's on par with like Rogue Sneak Attack almost.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched any of our Leisure campaign stuff, but if you feel so inclined, go watch some of our battles. And my character Elmi wrecked in most encounters. She was a ranger. She was a good character.
Just waiting on the GM.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Lanzy.
Ramsey.
So, next week on Tidefall, when we get to the temple, let's be honest here. We just can't do anything.
Yep, your
simple.
camera froze.
I will go get another battery.
It's a good time for it to freeze.
Yep. We got King's butt right there. It's a good shot.
King. Come here. Come here, King. King, come here. King. He's in a butt. He's like right there. King. Oh, there. All of a sudden. There's stupid dumb Poppy. 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 King brought his toy. It looks like lamb chop. Looked like lamb chop. He pulled the tongue out of its mouth, so now it's just
Dead.
dead. King. Come on, King. Bring your toy. Alright, bye.
So, do we actually all agree that Sombra's probably going to be support?
Oh yeah,
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like, I think I agree with what Alex was saying about how the support and the tank classes are still one down compared to the other classes, but just like everything I've heard about it, I don't
See,
know.
I think if it was like attack or defense, it would be too powerful.
Maybe.
And that's why support would be good, because then it's not OP, but it's still super useful and crazy. But also, like, because she's it's like a hacker thing and stealth and kind of in the background, so support makes more sense. She's not on the front line. She's way back, talking in Reaper's ear, telling him, you know, what to do next or where to go or whatever. Like, that's how I see it.
But, like, I kind of was under the impression, I mean, I guess it's not actually confirmed, so it's all speculation, but the fact that Athena's supposed to be coming out and, like, her entire, like, role is support.
But she's support for Overwatch. Sombra could be Talon.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, in the order that they would release heroes, I don't know. I mean, Sombra might come out and be a tank, and that'd just be really weird.
I mean, they could both be support, and they just have been keeping the tank they have in development hush-hush. It could be Doomfist.
It could be Doomfist, but I'm really hoping it's, what is the other one?
Soundquake?
Soundquake, with the, like, test missiles and stuff.
Okay.
That would be cool.
You're muted.
It's too bright now. It's hurting my eyes.
Just close your eyes.
Just get sunglasses. And now you're muted, Robert.
Now you're muted.
Just be dark like Ran over there.
But now to put my thing back on, I have to touch the light bulb and it's too hot.
Turn the light off.
Well, then it's too dark.
Then suffer.
I don't want to suffer. See, now I'm in darkness.
Turn the ISO on your camera.
Is your lamp... I have my lamp set up to splash against the wall, so it's not direct light.
It doesn't have a
It's
direct
like it's got like a little lampshade.
Oh, it's Omni.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
one of those
I'll just-
Omni lamps.
Protect my fingers.
I've got one of those cardioid
Alright.
lamps. Binaural lamps would be not binaural. Figure 8 lamps would be really confusing.
I don't know what you're talking about anymore. I'm not even gonna lie.
Polar patterns, microphones.
Oh.
You have to actually take the light bulb out to put
Yeah.
the shade on. That is the worst design I've ever
That's
seen.
what I'm saying.
It's how a lot of older lampshades and stuff work.
Listen, bananas.
I had a banana.
I don't like bananas.
Once or recently?
Okay, well, bye. Recently, I had a banana recently.
I mean, I'll eat a banana like in a smoothie.
Also, I went ahead and took the break text down because I assumed with Lindsay's return we were going to get started, but instead we're
this
just
is
lying.
This is the actual conversation on the way to the temple.
I ate a banana with my mouth.
It's a fluffy banana.
No, no more fluffy bananas. Ugh, 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 ugh.
Looking for a background that gives acrobatics. Circus.
Entertainer, I think you can
Yeah,
get it.
entertainer,
Yeah.
I believe so, but something in the circus.
That's better. My eyes don't hurt as much. I mean, they still hurt, but not as bad. Let's do this.
Okay, temple.
Leroy.
And now we get the Scooby-Doo cut.
Okay, so Cole and Bammy, you guys went ahead. You found your way to the Temple District fairly easily. And you start looking around for a brown temple with a bunch of arches. And there are quite a few brown-ish shades of temple. And there are quite a few arches. But I'm just gonna say, for the sake of brevity, that you found it! Good job! Plus there were a bunch of clerics walking around, you were like, bro, where's the Payankai temple? And they were like, right over there, bro. And so you made it. A+. And
Whoa.
it's this really, actually kind of fine-looking building. It's more of a golden brown color, with lots of...
That guy told us a lie. He said brown. It's gone brown.
I feel like Lion King right now. I'd say brownish gold. And so there are a lot of like sweeping arches and all this like really fancy stonework, but like it doesn't look heavy like stone. It's like they tried to sort of incorporate the elements into the architecture of it, like show sweepingness of wind, you know, elegance of flame, you know, that sort of dealy. Looks really cool, but not like unapproachable, you know, like with a bazillion spires. It's just really cool looking. So Cole and Bammy, you approach.
Well,
Do you intend to just wait outside, or...?
do we go see the priest now, or wait for the rest?
Well, I mean, I guess, what's the weather like right now? Is it really nice outside? or is
It's really nice outside. There's like a nice gentle breeze. It's a little bit warm, a little bit muggy, especially for coming from the north as you are from, so it's like a little bit oppressive to what you're used to. Since you've been here for like a week or two, it's not that bad. It's nice and sunny, breezy. There
Well,
are
I say
birds
we-
chirping.
Let's wait outside before everyone arrives, because it's nice outside, and besides, I wasn't here last session. Not really sure why we're here.
Well, let's see. The girl's mom said fish have been weird. We fought those weird fish goblins. And the fish...
Oh, the Kappas and Capawaras.
Yep, them. And the fish mom said we should come talk to this priestess, because she's the priestess of fish,
Okay.
and might know. I think that's it. I think I kept it all straight.
Well, I wasn't there, so I'm not really sure. I can't call you on it, but okay.
Does that sound not made up to you?
Alright, so Cole, seeing as how you have a memory,
Yeah.
so you remember that when you were in the house of Althona and Vaughn and Jenny, Althona was telling you about how she'd been going fishing for a long time, for several years, and then recently, in the past like couple years, the fishing was not as good, and it got progressively worse and worse until in the past few weeks, like few months, it was like almost nothing until recently she has gone out every single night, later and later into the night, like deeper into the water, and she's gotten no fish at all.
whatsoever. And she's just thought that was really weird, and she talked to her husband about it, and he was like, "Don't worry about it, man. Nature's weird." And she was like, "I think we should talk to Sorcha." And she also explained that Lady Sorcha is pretty much the head cleric of this temple where she's at, which is like a temple of nature and the wilds. And whenever people want to go out into the wildlands, they always go to her first for advice, and farmers ask her about like weather and growing patterns and for help and stuff like that.
Okay, just kidding. Since there's no fish around there, there might be a line starting, so we probably should go in and get a place in line. Because otherwise we might be waiting for a while.
Alright. And I'm tall, they'll see me when they get here.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go in. And it's actually pretty hollow. Like, this temple is just a lot of hallways with big old sunny windows that can see out into various courtyards that have awesome plants and like fountains and really cool stuff in them. And so, but it's also kind of a maze. So, oh shoot, there's a grid on this. That's ugly. Let me fix that. Oof. No more grid. So, are you guys hearing any music, maybe?
I've turned
I
it
have
down
my
a
own
little
music
bit.
up.
Okay, there should be music there.
Okay.
Oh well.
I see
yes.
a fine city in distant waves.
And, well,
Get that
cool.
fine city.
That's one fine city. So, the stonework of the floor, every now and then, especially at corners, you'll see big slabs of stone that are inscribed with, like, scripture in different languages and different depictions of different scenes of stuff, if you care to look at them. If not,
I'll take it. I'll take a peeky poo.
Alright, roll a history check. Or religion, whichever you prefer.
My favorite kind. It's the same roll, so we'll just do history.
Alright, so you can tell that these see Robert shaking his head. So most of these, especially at like the corners of the floor, are depicting various culture mythos of the creation of Ibarra. Like you can see various hands representing various deities and different symbols of deities like doves and butterflies, different deities that were involved in the creation of Ibarra, and how different materials from the elemental planes were pulled together, and how the divine and the arcane had to work together to make this place something stable and whole. So you can just see depictions of that and lore of that, and you can see a whole bunch of clerics, like, okay, not a whole bunch, the occasional cleric walking around, like, kind of humming. They ask you, like, how do you do? Like, boy, like, what can we do for you today?
Oh, well, I do just fine. This is Bammy, I'm Cole. We're looking for Lady Sorcha.
Oh, Lady Sorcha, Lady Sorcha is not in the temple today. She's actually been out in the western fields with the farmers. Is there anything that we can help you with? Champs,
do you know when she's gonna be back?
Well, I mean, she's just out there helping them prepare their fields for the harvest for the year. Could be today, tomorrow, next week. I mean, it just depends on the field.
Do you think it'd be alright if we went out there to talk to her? It's kind of important.
Of course. Definitely you could. Yes.
Alright. Well, do I have like a brochure, like a Disney World showing me like where everything is in the city? Like where the western fields are and everything?
You did have a map at one point, didn't you, Cole?
That was when I was a totally different kind of character.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
the western fields are actually back across the river.
They're not. But, so you don't have a map, but this cleric knows this city well and tells you where they are.
Alright, well just tell me. I got a real good memory for this sort of thing.
Okay, and he does have paper with him, and he draws you a picture. There you go. Now you have a crude map.
Oh, right.
I think actually with my Outlander background, I may need to walk it myself, but if he described it well enough, I may be able to get us there easily.
Yeah. It's pretty much just the western part of the city, like where the buildings eventually fade away, an agricultural district, essentially.
As an aside to the party, do we need that priestess?
It's the one we were told to get.
Why that specific one and not another one at the temple?
I think
They
she's
named
the
her
head
specifically
priestess.
by name.
Well, I understand that, but that's just because that's the one that that person knew. Like, why couldn't another priestess help us?
I mean, it's a valid question, but not one that would have crossed Bammy's mind.
I understand that.
Cole's a rule follower to the letter.
This is what you guys get for going on shopping trips.
He reads the syllabus.
Oh my god.
He reads the terms and conditions agreement before he signs it. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I guess, Bammy, we should probably head out, see if we can pick them, the rest of our friends up on the way out of the city.
Yeah.
Well, all right. They bow to walk in harmony,
And they carry on their whatever they were doing.
Yeah, every day.
Oh my gosh.
Yo. Cool. So you guys leave.
Just go sit out on the steps of the temple, wait for them to show up. I've just got take my maul out, just set it down, chin on the pommel.
Your
Basically.
cactus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, that's
No.
Paul.
Haha. And I'll do like, I don't know. Want to do some fun like minor illusion or prestidigitation stuff?
What,
Okay.
what is that?
And the camera cuts to the nut of the scene.
Well.
Okay, well then, Kyra, Bellin, and Lunellis, you eventually make your way to the temple district.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do anything else.
No, I'm just
Okay.
heading there.
So she's not here. Why do we need that specific priestess? Why can't we just get another priestess?
You all have reconvened.
Well,
This is the one that was recommended to us.
Alfona said that she was the one who, knows about these things. I'm not sure the other priestesses would know what she knows. Because she's the head priestess, so she speaks to the Lord more closely.
He's the head honcho, and I think we'd all prefer to just go straight to the top.
Okay.
Besides,
So,
she's at the
shall-
farms, there's yummy food there.
Shall we embark and make our way to the farms?
I'm ready.
Yep. Let's go.
Cool, I was stupid and I didn't prepare a splash for the grassy fields. So use your imaginations, folks. I'm gonna get rid of the city sounds.
Oh, I should have been using those this whole time.
What is this? Poof! Let's do that. I don't know what that's gonna do. Who knows? I don't. Okay, cool. So you guys walk through the city. You eventually get to the area where it's like less
Mercantile. Yep.
Sure. And it's just more residential, and then eventually that fades out. And it is so late into lunchtime now, it's like 2 p.m. By the time you finally get out into like fields of different types of stuff, and there are quite a few fields.
Is there anyone nearby?
There are farmers, yeah, there are some farmers hoeing some stuff. Some
Oh,
okra.
yeah. Yes. Have you seen any of you seen a cleric out here by the name of Lady Sorcha?
Oh, the Greenbringer. Yeah, she's over at the Williams' farm.
Point me there, perhaps, please. I'm new.
Oh, sure. They like draw in the dirt really quick. They're like, oh, you know, that way it looks like this. Blah blah blah.
Thank you so much. And I start heading to where they drew to go.
Okay, cool. You guys find yourselves through more fields that are completely indistinguishable from the other ones, except for the type of plants that are in them. But eventually, as you're walking through these green and golden fields, or dirt fields, you
Someone
eventually
starts
see...
vocalizing.
Alright,
It's fine.
turn it down. It's cool. I was not prepared for this once all my music was deleted.
Yep.
That's what SoundCloud. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, everyone make a perception check.
Its face fell off.
Yeah.
I perceived that.
I feel like this music is more intense than I want it to be.
Natural 20.
There you go. See, those ones were worth something.
And a 19 to go with it.
All right. So, Kyra, as you guys are walking, Kyra, this sort of like wide, spread out agriculture is very not what you're used to in Sacred. You saw it on a smaller scale as you were kind of pilgrimaging around Sacred. So you are definitely not seeing a forest, but like looking for individual trees. So you see in the distance, as you guys are walking, you see kind of a speck of like orange-red out in one of the dirt fields, and so that looks different. And Bellin, with your keen elven eyes, what your elf eyes see, that same speck of orange-red, you can just kind of like shield your eyes from the sun, and like at that distance, you can actually tell that it's like a sort of a crouched figure. And the robes seem like ceremonial, cleric-y type robes. Like the figure is wearing orange-red robes.
I take out my bow and I
That would be poor.
or I can nat 20 it and get some new robes. So they're out in the fields. I'm assuming like some sort of farming fields, not just like.
Oh yeah, it's a plowed field, but it's just not been sown.
Okay, so I indicate the figure to the rest of the party.
It's way too intense.
Well, maybe she's... Do you notice that after the asteroid showed up, the dinosaurs left and a human came?
The
Wow,
human
guys,
is scared.
beautiful. This is beautiful.
We also have 2 sons.
My son is...
You don't know Ibarra's life.
It's a fantasy world, okay? It's a fantasy
Is
world.
this a
I
boxing
didn't
glove
know.
that has shown up?
So, Kyra and Bellin, you are able to direct your guys' walking direction into those fields, not toward the, actual farmhouse. And as you guys get closer,
It smells like skunks out here.
you see a woman who is just sitting cross-legged in the dirt, wearing bright orange-red robes, very thick over her person. Like, you can't even see her hair. Like, her face is just barely ovaled in all of these robes. She seems like if she was standing up, she'd be tall, but kind of on the thinner side. But these robes kind of bulk her up a bit. Like, it makes her shape kind of formless. And show the players. And
No.
you see this cleric lady praying with her head upturned as she just sits in the dirt. As you approach.
Hey!
Bellin.
Yes,
No,
I
that's
know
just-
you're there.
Let's wait.
Excuse me,
What is in these fields?
Miss.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god.
Freeze this lady just turned into Kool-Aid.
The cooler man's right there. I had to say it.
Excuse me, miss. Oh yeah! Are you ready?
Oh, what is happening
It's
tonight?
not Macho Man Randy Savage.
So, when someone said something or made some sort of sound, she doesn't open her eyes, but she's just, yes, I know you are there.
Oh, good.
That's good. We know you're there too.
Doesn't say anything.
We were sent by what was her name?
Alfonso.
Alfona.
Alphadora.
The fish lady.
Alf.
For a purpose. Someone else talked. I can't.
Oh, yes, sorry to disturb you. We just came from the other side of Escher, where we helped a small girl return to her family, and her family revealed to us the mother was a fisherwoman, I suppose, fisher person, completely inclusive. She's reported that she's gone out for the last few weeks to fish, and none of them. There are no fish, no matter how far out she goes. Furthermore, we were told that a war is coming from the sea, and we don't know what that means. But something might be coming from the sea and attacking the continent slash the Sakrish area. And so in order to seek enlightenment about these issues, we were told to come and speak with you, lady, bishop, woman.
Ship. Okay. So as you finish saying this, she's still sitting there. Her expression doesn't change. She doesn't say anything. Just sits there.
We fought some fish monsters. They were gonna sacrifice the girl.
Kappas and capoeiras.
Yes, kappas and capoeiras.
Yes, they were performing a ritual to do something, and it required a human life. Because they seem to be running from something in the ocean as well.
Have you heard of anything about this storm that's coming?
In your prayers, in your enlightened moments, because that seems like something you have.
Why are you in the dirt?
She's doing something important, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm curious.
So she still doesn't respond. Like, she seems alert, and like she is hearing you, but she's just makes no expression change. She's just still sitting there, not saying anything, for like a good solid 2 awkward minutes.
Okay, about like a minute into that, Belen would like to just go and sit in the dirt next to her.
Okay.
Okay.
You do. She still doesn't move or anything.
Kyra stays standing because that's dirt.
And it's moist and
Should
upturned.
we pray? Is there an etiquette to this?
Can I roll a religion check to see if I know anything about the customs of this?
Me too.
You may?
Not.
You may. You may roll this.
Amazing!
Too distracted. That's a lot of 14s.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole squadron of them. Okay, so... Kyra, you are not familiar with this sort of expression of religion at all.
It's too much dirt.
Bro, this is weird stuff. Cole, this is obviously a cleric. She's obviously doing some sort of cleric-y thing, but you don't know what.
It's only religion checks, right?
Well, they ask to roll religion checks.
Is there something... Oh, Kyra!
Yeah,
Is there something that you religious types do that take time? Is there something with your special magic? I'm just not familiar with magic. Does she have to brew something?
Is this information I would know, Lindsay?
That is something you would know.
We know that you're communing with the harvest and everything. Would it be a more convenient time if we saw you later?
And suddenly she just takes a deep breath, and then she just starts standing up, and she just, well, pardon me for that. You caught me right in the middle of one of my rituals. But you were saying something about the sea and the fish not being present, and Cap and Capawara. Where did you see them?
The other side of the river. By the blacksmith. There's a cave by the thing over there. I describe where that is because I don't have a 3.
I would describe landmarks because Bammy knows landmarks.
Okay. And so she's listening to you intently, but she kind of has as she's finally paying attention and contributing, she kind of acts weird. She just is that kind of really intent and eye contact, and body language is just weird, a socially awkward kind of a person that just doesn't know how to be, how to tone it down. That kind of a weird person. And so she's listening and she's just, alright, that is strange for them to be so near to a city such as this, even to Dockside. Huh. What, this war you speak of, what more can you tell me of this?
I can tell you that we were told that the Kappas might have been sacrificing something in order to get protection from something that I heard they said, but I forgot what.
Well, that's what the ghost said.
A ghost? You communicated with a ghost. Where was this?
Yes.
Just a couple.
There was a temple where the Kappas were performing the ritual, and a couple of apparitions appeared and spoke to us about the nature of the temple and what the Kappas had been doing there.
I did not know this Delian. But
It's
this is...
apparently very old.
But what did this ghost say about this war?
They know nothing about it except that danger is coming from the sea.
It's going to be a massive storm that destroys most of the coast.
But we don't know if it's like a physical
Most of the
storm or
coast.
a metaphorical storm.
It's going to be a massive storm.
So, this woman, who you were assuming is Sorcha, because none of you have introduced yourselves or asked for her name.
We just go around talking to people. We don't give a crap about names.
We know it's Sorcha because the character sheet said Sorcha.
No, it didn't. So, as you were saying this with such certainty, Kyra, Sorcha like looks at you and like kind of just like looks right at you with like this weird like intense stare again with like social awkward intenseness.
I ship it.
What is happening on Splash? I can't even. It is hard to tell Sorcha's age, actually. She seems like she might be approaching middle age, like mid-30s. But again, you can only see like the oval of her
Mid-30s
face.
is middle age?
I said approaching. Approaching.
Right. You're muted. Middle age is like 50.
Oh, it is? I thought it was like 40.
Well, what's the middle?
It
Oh,
used to
like
be
a
40,
millennial
but now
now?
people are getting older. and-
Fine. She's not even close to middle age.
Guys, it's okay. Lindsay and I are babies.
I know, your view on age is skewed,
She's
so-
middle age. She's practically approaching 30.
Well, she could be mid-30s. She could be 40. You don't really know. But Kyra, she looks very discerningly at you. And then she just kind of... You seem very certain of this. Why?
I've seen it in a dream.
Interesting. Who gave you this dream?
Oh my god, I was forgetting if it's me or what. Yondala came to me and told me that this was going to come.
Hello. It is interesting for her to be participating in mortal affairs. Especially one such as you. This is strange.
Because I'm human.
Yes.
I'm aware.
Well, that's good. Well, this is interesting. Well, what do you all want me to do about it?
We just thought we should warn somebody that this was said. We certainly are not the vanguards of this area, and if you don't think that there's a real threat, we...
Oh no, there is certainly a threat, yes. It's very dangerous. We should not be very worried.
Well then, I suppose we should be on our way getting out of this area while the storm comes so that you can deal with that. We'd hate to be in your way.
I agree. Well, we warned the temple about the temple of the water about the storm, and I think that we.
She holds up her hand and she's like,
into
have
the...
any of you ever seen a storm before of magnitude?
Have you?
Of course I have.
Have I? Has a storm ever come to Collier?
There have been storms, but not like...
Not this big.
It rained for 7 days once in a Icoliad.
Well,
I read about this one time that blah 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 blah.
yes, very accurate.
Both of those examples are nothing in comparison to what's coming.
Indeed. When a storm comes to the shore, the water is pulled out, and it is held there for what feels like a very long time. And then all of a sudden, a great wave will come. and it will destroy everything in its path. That is what is happening to Ibarra right now.
For how long in its
The
path?
water is being pulled out.
How
And I do
far
not...
does it go in?
Huh?
How far does it go in?
What?
Does the destruction
It
go
comes
in?
back, right? Yeah. How far does destruction go in?
Oh. No. I am not speaking of this place. And she like kind of like taps her feet on the ground. I am speaking of Ibarra.
The whole world.
These
Well,
things you speak of,
sounds like time to go to the tavern.
they are merely symptoms of... And then she just stops talking and like starts reaching up like she's playing the harp. She starts like doing these like weird like finger pulling things. I cannot tell what.
I think we should go.
But they will affect each of you. These things.
Is there someone we should inform of this so they might?
Oh, certainly I was the best choice, yes. Peankai wants to keep the harmony in the world. He keeps the balance among all of the Pantheon and all of the planes. At least he tries.
Okay, what does he suggest we do to restore the balance?
Well, first of all, my music stopped, and that's awkward.
Mine is great. It's just Lord of the Rings. It's awesome.
Okay, that's fair. And then she stops again and kind of like does some like weird finger motions. Again, like she's pulling on strings that you can't see. And Kyra, make a religion check, or anyone proficient in religion.
Okay, where'd my character sheet go?
It's gone forever.
Rude as heck. Religion.
All right. So Kyra and Cole, as she's doing these hand motions and by what she's saying about Peankai keeping the balance, you both have studied and you know that Peankai is actually known as the weaver of the deities, and it's believed that in the actual fabric of reality as mortal kind knows it, there are threads, like literal threads throughout everything, connecting everything and everyone. And it's believed that Peankai and his followers are the only ones who can feel or see them. And that is where Peankai and the clerics of Peankai get their magic, is they literally change the fabric of the world. And so like when she's going and making these hand motions and tugging on threads that aren't there, like you get the idea that she is doing some sort of divine magic to sort of augury-ish, like just get a feel of the actual world. Like she's not entirely all there with you, basically, is the vibe you're getting. I'm sorry, what was the last question that was asked? Oh, what does Peankai want you to do about this?
Yeah.
So she starts doing these things and like starts like sort of tugging at each of you, and she gets a concerned look on her face. And then she stops and she's just... That is for you to decide. You all are knotted up in this. There is a great tangle. And you are all in it. It is not an accident that you ended up here at this time, that you found these things at this time, that you are seeking things that brought you to this place.
It feels kind of like an accident. Actually, it feels like a long series of accidents kind of crammed together back to back.
Well, isn't that how life is? Isn't that how mortal kind came to be? Just a series of accidents that turned out to be good in the end, and made what we are, and how the world is.
It's kind of how my... Well, never mind.
But I think things are not yet clear. The water has been put back and the soil is still muddy. We do not know how long it will be held. We do not know when the wave will come. Or perhaps if there is a way to stop this wave. But we will. So, I think you are on the path that you need to be on, whether you know it or not.
So there's no multiple choice. We just go about our lives and hopefully we untie the knot.
I suppose.
Great.
So we're talking about like a kind of figurative or metaphorical receding of the water, as if before, kind of a
About a very large tsunami that will obliterate all of Ibarra, if not the world. as
Well,
it
young,
would.
this is true. Young man, I speak of both things.
Oh.
The world, what do you know?
Sit down, Lunellis.
No, Lunellis, you are correct. This,
Just kidding.
Stand
but
back.
it is both things. There is a disturbance in the force. No, there are changes happening in this material plane. There are many threads that have been cut that should not be. There are whole patches.
There's one arrow.
What? It was one.
What was one arrow? What are you talking about?
There are many patches that have lost the color that they had. But a very real storm is brewing. But a storm against the very fabric of our world is also brewing.
So how do we mend the fabric?
That is not mine to know. But Ibarra is a very fragile thing. You know this, I know this. How long were we meant to live here, really?
Like 900 years?
For a fragile thing, it sure hits hard.
Yes. But as she's talking about this, all of you roll history check.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, Benny, even.
I'm good at that.
Oh my gosh, that's
Very,
very
that's amazing.
Perfect. That's what it's supposed to be.
Well, but
I really wish you would have gotten that nat 20 though, because that'd be hilarious.
because
Oh my-
I have the 3D dice, so I saw them wobbling from the 1 into 20, and it's just like,
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So, Bammy, this all means nothing to you. Like, as far as you know, Ibarra is pretty solid. You've walked a lot of it. It's very sturdy and fine. Like, it's always been there. Who cares how it got there? Loon, you didn't much care for the philosophy of, like, world creation mythos and all that crap. You're much more interested in the here and now and what was actually useful.
Oh, yeah, there's a wave coming. I don't. Yes. I'll make a snorkel. I have a plan for that.
Cole, you have read up, and especially like what she's been talking about, like with Ibarra being fragile and Payankai keeping the balance, it jives with what you saw in the Temple of Payankai and all how Ibarra was actually formed. And Kyra and Belen, because, okay, Cole, so you know that Ibarra is believed to be very fragile. It's like a pinpoint in all of the planes where all of mortal kind live. It just like pulled pieces of different planes and kind of pinned them together into the material plane. So Belen and Kyra, you know that you also know all of this. And you know that throughout time there have been global catastrophes that have happened supposedly because of the fragile nature of Ibarra. Like the different planes like overpowering the other and like certain planes getting pushed out for a bit. And that you know that there are literally anchors in the actual world holding Ibarra together. Like actual monumental places of great magic power from the divines and other things that hold the entire planet together. So as she's talking about Ibarra being fragile and things messing with the actual planet itself, not just a storm coming to the eastern shores, it puts a bit of a pit in your stomach. Like it kind of puts a cold feeling of like dread. Of like, oh shiz, I guess we are due for a catastrophe, aren't we? So Kyra, this puts a whole different spin on the dreams that you've had and the different visions you've had from Yondala. and how maybe she hasn't just been speaking in literals when she's been warning you about a storm. So
a storm is coming. Literal storm. Great, great, great. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Poor Loon. So, I think the best thing is to make yourselves available, to not stay in one place, to not pin yourselves like a butterfly to a wall. You know what I mean? If Peonka is going to make use of you, you need to make yourself useful. You see what I'm saying?
You want us to become adventurous full-time.
And she does kind of chuckle. It's this really awkward, weird chuckle, like the kind of that makes you kind of uncomfortable. Like, okay, dude, that's not a real laugh. No, it's just kind of like a breath, like. It's kind of get the vibe she doesn't really actually talk to people very much. Like, she's really not all there. I guess you could say that. Travel the world. See what it is.
Going to be funding this little trip around the world of ours?
She kind of looks at you.
It cost us 3 gold apiece to cross the 2-mile river. How are we going to be able to afford going around the world?
You don't need money to go. I've walked a lot, and it didn't cost me any money. I could have swum across that river. I don't think you guys could have, which is why we spent the gold.
Swam! Swam!
Exactly.
It seems to me you already have on your person things that could help you with this.
Some things, more would be better.
Listen, Lady Sorcha, I don't think you understand exactly what a calligrapher's tools do, which is nothing.
Also, she probably shouldn't get all that ink wet if we have to swim somewhere. It's just gonna ruin everything.
I don't actually say that to Lady Sorcha.
Of course, of course. Right now there are people that could use the help of those who are tied up in knots of the fate of the world, I think.
Do any of them need calligraphy? I just wanted to
Do any
start...
of them need a decorative hairpiece?
I just wanted to start an engineering shop. Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah.
You were both talking at once, I really didn't
Just
hear.
saying, the last time we tried to make money, earlier today, it didn't go very well.
We didn't try
it
to
went
make
just
money, we tried
fine.
to help a family. You
Oh.
tried to make money.
We accomplished our goal of helping the family. We did not accomplish the goal of making money.
We were
Exactly.
trying to make money.
Apparently.
Where is
Look.
the closest knot that we can go do something about?
She gets this like really sweet smile. She's like, "No, that is a question. That is a real question." And she kind of like, like she's gonna
yeah.
think on the
That's
nose and then like what's after. Then that's a weird thing to do.
Bammy.
It's a real question. That's, like, by definition, what a question is.
And so then she just, again, for like 30 seconds, just ignores you, and it's just really weird for a second. And she just, there is a man in the city who has been asking for help for many weeks, and he has been turned away every day.
Do we have anything besides a man in the city?
I saw like a lot of them on the way over here.
Yep, there were a lot of
was
men.
pointing them out.
Bammy can point them out one by one for you.
Did you turn him away?
He does not come to me. He comes to the King's Own. But, hold on. 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second.
One Mississippi.
Okay, so she actually like kind of waves her hand, and then like the air just kind of swirls for a second. She casts what seems to be an illusion of a cute little gnome smoking a pipe.
So
His
bad
name
for
is-
you.
Is he Italian?
No.
We here at UPIC Gaming do not condone the smoking of pipes. And
Hey.
Do I have a pipe?
And I was like, chips?
It's of course First of all, it's a tobacco pipe.
Yeah,
Obviously.
a tobacco pipe.
No, that's what I'm
I live
saying.
in Colorado. You can smoke a weed pipe if you want.
I
care.
don't.
That's true.
I'm just saying. But smoking is inherently known to be poor for your health, and
I mean, you could smoke a lead pipe if you wanted to in Denver.
Damn.
Yeah, that's much healthier. So this.
So she makes this illusion, and she's just. His name is Netter. He is a gnome. He is an alchemist. At least he tries. You will find him today, talking to Captain. What the crap is his name?
That's a very
Yo,
interesting
okay.
name. Can you spell that for me?
Interesting.
Let's go find Captain. What the crap is his name?
how many R's are in that?
All right, Captain Stokesay.
What?
Stokesay.
Stokesay.
He is the captain of the King's Guard.
Stoke say.
Say what? Stokesay what?
All right. Okay.
But you may need to outfit yourselves for this.
Okay,
He
now
has
that
lost-
will be a problem for me.
He has lost something very important, and he has lost it to the wildlands. So if it is, and then she looks at Belle like with this like super raised eyebrow. If it is funding you need, perhaps this will help. And then she reaches into her voluminous robes and pulls out a coin purse from like nowhere,
Where do I get a set?
and she puts it in Cole's hands.
Oh.
She
So
likes Cole.
it's pretty heavy.
Yeah. It seems like there would be 250 gold in there.
Oh, thank you very much. This is very nice of you.
Well, for those,
What is
as
this for?
this is to help, you to help.
Okay.
It's dangerous in the wildlands, especially now with the water receding. And if you are tangled up as you are, and if Pankai has chosen you to untie some knots, then it is upon me to help you do this. It's dangerous to go forward. I mean, it is.
Da 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 da. You got money, yo.
Okay.
I haven't seen so much money in.
Ever?
Well, hold on. I'm doing a history check.
It's been long since I've seen this much money. I mean,
What?
my dad's not rich.
Wow,
Wow.
Cole.
Yeah.
How long to
Uh-oh.
the minute has it been?
It's been at least like 90 minutes. I saw some guy in the merchant table. He's doing pretty well.
Alright.
So how much money did we get?
250 gold.
So 50 each, right? Did I do that math right?
Yeah.
That's how math works, yes.
Screw finding.
I'm a
that.
musician. I don't.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Wait, are we splitting that now?
Like
Yeah,
right in front of her?
add
Honestly, that's
50.
probably the best person to do
I'm
that
just-
because she
I'm
would
just-
not notice or care.
Yes.
Is there any other advice that you might have for us before we go on this?
It-
Like
Cool
what
mission?
lives in the wildlands? Because I know that place is particularly scary.
Absolutely. If you are going to go there, which you are, do not go near the heart of the wildlands. The heart is not to be disturbed.
Go to the heart of the wildlands.
How close would Bammy have ever been to the wildlands, or even the heart of the wildlands?
The heart of the wild is actually supposedly. In fact, some of you might not have even heard of this. So, what checks are there again?
Will this be nature if it's about the wildlands, or
Yes, make a
intelligence?
nature check, everyone who is proficient or isn't. Everyone. Just everyone.
Oh, well,
Alright. Alright.
Who doesn't like being outside?
Cole is a freak of.
So, Kyra, you know, like, what you know of the wildlands is basically like, it's frickin' peasant crap. Nonsense.
stupid. It's wild and dumb. No one cares about the wildlands. Sagrish is the best.
How am I supposed to scour?
Bammy, you actually have not been anywhere near the heart of the wildlands. You've never heard of anyone talk about the heart of the wildlands because no one really wanted to talk about the wildlands who you were helping.
Forests don't have hearts.
Bellin, this is also not something that Acolians would talk about, or Loon. Like, no one cares about the wildlands on the eastern part of Kirham. No one cares. Whereas Cole, Sir Bwyn cares quite a lot about everything that's remotely magical or powerful in any way. Therefore, you have read about this. The heart of the wildlands is literally somewhere in the middle of the wildlands.
Oh.
No one really goes there because it's so deep within it, in the wildlands, and this is time for a whisper, actually.
Deep up in it.
Oh, how I'm gonna do this.
It is deep up in them wildlands.
Maybe I'll just type it. You're not on Slack, sir.
I'm on Slack always.
Okay.
You know what the quickest way to the heart of the wildlands is, right?
Through a loot
Stomach.
You go to Loot Crate. And
Use code CRITROLL.
Steph, did you get a nosebleed?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
I was like, just grab a tampon.
I'm not gonna call you, or am I just gonna
on camera. No, I just like...
Yeah, I'm gonna call you.
But anyways.
It's too stuffy to actually blow.
Okay, so Ryan, mute yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye guys, we'll be back in a bit. Chat amongst yourselves.
The quickest way to the heart of the wildlands is with fire.
I can do that.
Lots of fire. More fire than you've ever seen. All the fire.
I'm trying to think of what I should upgrade. I know that I want to tinker that thing before we go. And then I probably want to try to find a way to get my AC up before we go. Those are probably the only two things I really want to focus on. So I need better armor and to do this tinker roll with the materials that I need. Also, ammo. I'm probably going to want to bring some ammo because I don't know how long we're going to be there.
True.
I'm writing a list right now. Ammo.
So?
Wildlands.
I already have chainmail.
2016. Ammo.
I was gonna take scale mail, I think, but I didn't want the disadvantage.
I think that
It'll only bump me up one.
we really need to discuss the possibility of taking the 50 gold each that we got and then just effing off.
Then the game would be over.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm proficient. Oh yeah, I have
Which
chainmail.
you're welcome to do if you just don't want to play anymore, but...
It's a thing.
Bye, Lindsay, I guess.
It's a thing that...
Bellin will need to look deep within himself to find a reason to be here.
I need to figure out an analog to the bear that would live in the desert that I would have come across for going bear totem.
Bear?
Oh yeah.
A giant... check this out, you ready?
Yeah, monster.
No. A giant, huge, giant bear-sized armadillo.
I've been thinking armadillo, but it doesn't make sense for the 14th level one.
Which is...
Well, you could pick a different desert animal to match whatever the skill is.
Well, but I think technically
this
it's...
one.
You
That
pick the
guy.
one animal and it stays that totem
No,
the whole time.
no. You can pick every level. You can pick a different animal.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
That makes the
one?
totem path a lot better.
Yeah, you can pick whatever animal you want.
Oh, really? So, at 14th level, you don't have to pick bear again?
No.
I thought you
Okay.
did.
So I may go a bear, eagle, bear or something.
Yeah.
Though, can you imagine if I went eagle at 14 and got flying speed? Just...
Terrifying.
Bammy, actually just... he goes to sleep one night and he, covers himself in a cocoon and he comes out and he's got, reptile wings.
No, he's got butterfly wings.
What is this bear? Why is Bammy a butterfly?
Oh yeah,
For
so
my,
No, you guys were whispering.
totem warriors.
You were whispering.
The whole thing.
so in the PHP it says it's unusual to have more than one totem animal, though exceptions exist. So it doesn't strictly say that you only have to go one. But
And I
it's
think it.
unusual.
For
think that
6th
they
level,
do
you
build
can
it.
choose the same animal you selected at 3rd level or a different one.
Yeah, I think they obviously build it to have synergy, so it's unusual to pick outside of it, but you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys asked what was dangerous about the wildlands, and she said, "Don't go near the heart of the wildlands."
Also, do you know? So DM question: how
Yes.
specific do you want me to be when I have to make gunpowder for my guns? Do I need to find a place for fine charcoal? I mean, not charcoal. Fine coal, sulfur, and the third ingredient that I can't remember.
Saltpeter.
Saltpeter.
Yes, Cole?
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan.
I'm right here.
Oh. It doesn't have to be exactly those exact things, as long as you can find combustible objects that can be powdered.
I imagine, I don't know, like, if
There aren't
sulfur
that
would be in this
many.
world, but I'm sure saltpeter and coal would be findable.
And sulfur probably is too.
Okay.
Or
Well.
sulfurous type things.
Then I would say, here are the ingredients that I need. Do you know of a place where I can find this? Because I'm imagining that my craft specifically isn't very popular here.
Just hang around Bammy. He'll produce some sulfur at one point or another.
I'm sure he will.
And I have plenty of salt, Loon, as you well know.
Yes,
And we have coal in the party. Yeah.
done.
Done. Unlimited
Never mind,
amount of
I'm
nuts.
good.
She looks at it and she's just. What do you
And
need
Kyra's
these
a
for?
pistol.
Camera freezing as well.
She's just a firecracker.
Oh, I thought you were just really done with our conversation. I was like, oh man, she's so upset.
No. So I use these for my weapon for self-defense. It when sparked, it hurls a projectile that acts a little bit like an arrow, but a bit faster.
Alright, well, I mean, these seems like something that you would find in a coalyard.
Yes, in keeping amounts, but
But blacksmiths use these things for various, reagents of what they use. Go to different blacksmiths, see what you can find from them. They probably would sell these very confusedly, but
Okay.
Is it within the realm of possibility that Cole might know if some of these things are used in magical spells, incantations, potions, things like that?
that is within the realm of possibility.
Shall I do my thing?
You shall.
History
Watch
or
this
Arcana?
Where's
or-
Arcana?
Alright. Gotta fail
Yeah.
sometime. Nope.
Cool, this is definitely...
Not you.
Besides blacksmiths, some of these things, and definitely combustible things, are often used in either alchemy or alchemical things.
Alchemy, you say? Excellent.
You mean like the guy you're about to go help?
Exactly.
Yeah, so also used in spell components. So probably one or two of these things could be found in various of these places. Not necessarily all of them in one place. Like a blacksmith might have coal, shockingly.
Or
And then,
all be in one place in a container already mixed up. You never know.
you never know.
Those are my questions for you. Anybody else need anything before we depart and start untangling whatever it is we seem to be caught in?
Anyone, Bueller?
Well, thank you so much for your time. I assume since apparently the fate of the world rests in our hands, we might visit you again if we have more questions. And we're
Oh,
in
of
the area.
course. You are more than welcome to. And I would not say the fate of the world rests solely on you. It is on all of us. We all live here. Bianca can use many tools.
Some of us are going off into the wildlands, and some of us are sitting in dirt fields, so
Many people go into the wildlands.
it rests a little more heavily on some.
Well, and if you want to get more money, you will not insult the lady for sitting in dirt.
Dirt's fine, just don't say, okay.
Lady Sorcerer, are you done here? You heading back to the temple? Because if you want, you can come with us.
I am not done here yet. Not quite. The ground here is very tired, and I need to perk it up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Okay, la. Well, shall we go put the church's gold to good use and save the world?
Might as well.
Shopping.
Like, she has already sat down and is ignoring you again.
Okay.
She's weird. She's like a hippie, basically.
Let's go talk to Net.
Okay. So you guys leave the Western Fields. I'm assuming you ate your packed lunches by now, so that you're not starving to death.
No, Cole dies on the way back.
Roll Constitution. If you have a negative, that's okay. You died anyways.
I was like, oh.
I've expired after 6 hours of hunger. So you guys make it back to the city. It is roughly dinner-ish time when you get back. And you know what? It's 11. We'll pick this up next time.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good, because all of my batteries are dead.
All of the batteries.
All of them! I have 3 and they're all dead!
Well, Bellen's probably level 3 now because he killed a dragonborn.
The guy was still alive.
He died.
He might die of gangrene after getting shot and bleeding out in the dirty, disgusting ground, but you never
He
know.
would have died if
On the dirty part of town, too.
if someone hadn't intervened.
It wasn't me, because my shock glove doesn't do that yet.
So yeah, he was down, got electrocuted, and then luckily Kyra brought him back to life.
He was down, electrocuted.
I got the idea for it then.
Then his wound was ripped back open by the arrow being ripped out.
Yep.
Just saying.
He doesn't like you. This session went so far out of what I thought it was gonna do.
They always will. Always.
Woo!
Whoa,
I thought you guys would be in the wildlands already today. Like, wow. Okay, so anyway, thanks for watching. Whoever
Yep.
was watching.
Mostly just Saber. Clockwork was
Saber.
there too. One
Saber,
or two
right.
others
Clockwork.
popped in, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Theoretically, we'll do this again in 2 weeks, but
We will.
that has yet to actually been kept to word. But we're gonna try. We will try.
Speak
And,
positive into the universe.
yep. And next Monday is gonna be Strahd.
Woo!
Yay! I should probably prep for that.
Yep.
She said excitedly.
Jackson is, yes.
And for the next week and a half is mostly going to involve stressing out about Valandor.
Yep.
And if everyone could kindly turn their attention to Alex, who now knows more than he's letting on. Wahahaha.
I've mentioned a bit of it,
I'm
but
surprised.
anyway.
But yeah, there may or may not have been in real life tears over Valandor. Who knows?
Oh, I cried at my desk today.
Me too.
Legitimately.
Wait, why are people crying? I wasn't on roll 20 today.
Well, okay, I made myself cry, and I made.
Oh, bye,
Lindsay
Ryan.
cry. No, Ryan, we're not blaming you for anything. Anyways,
Is this stuff for on stream or should we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Love
yeah,
you. Thank you
Strahd
for
on Monday.
watching,
Bye.
Follow us on Twitter. We're almost 1,000 followers.
Yep, Twitter. Lindsay will do something scary.
Spoopy!
Giveaway.
Spoopy Lins.
Okay, bye for real this time. Bye.